Welcome to Recap UFC 268 after the face-offs discussion with Ranj and BC Dave. Crack the top. I just got done watching the face-offs. They were awesome. This is going to be a great card from beginning to end. There's a couple sloppy heavyweight there's a couple sloppy fights in there, but so what? I still see spots I can potentially make money because I'm a D-gen, But let's get right in. Were you able to watch the weigh-ins and stuff? I know you had to work a little bit late.
I watched the weigh-ins at 6 o'clock this morning. They were on early.
Oh, were they? I don't know. I just watched the officials.
Yeah, they started. I think they started about 9 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. So it was 6 o'clock in the morning for me. So I had my morning coffee and watched the weigh-ins. It was great.
Sweet, good. Okay. So you want to just dive right into this, or you got anything leading up to it?
I got a whole bunch of notes. I watched a bunch of videos.
Fantastic. You did your stats.
I got all my stats all done up.
Awesome. Because there's a couple fights that I didn't get to cover on my Capper comparison show, but I still got a good feeling about who I think is going to win those fights, but I don't have like the straight up stats. I'm just going by what I heard from the cappers. All right, so let's get into this. What's the curtain jerker? What's first?
All right, let's go. Starting off, we've got, this is going to be a good one. Even to start off, it's going to be a good one. Let me get into the right screen here. Where am I?
Odie Osborne.
Yeah, here we go. There we go. Now I got everything going here. Sorry. A bit late today. All right. CJ Vergara versus Odie Osborne. It's going to be
Vergara missed weight. He missed weight. CJ Vergara. I think he is like what is this? By two over 2 pounds, like 127 point something he was. So, but still, they're still fighting. It's not like he missed it so bad he's got to cancel, but he's gonna give up some of his purse. I guess that's what they do. But yeah, he missed weight. He is the newcomer, right? He's out of didn't he fight out of Contender Series or one of those like Ultimate Fighter or something?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the Tapology right now. Hopefully, this is my.
He's definitely a Contender Series guy. Before that, I believe he fought in Fury. He was a Fury fighter.
Oh, good. Fury FC. He's fighting out of where is it? Down south though, I think Texas or some shit. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up his Tapology. Odie Osborne, you know his name. He's been around for a bit.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah. So he definitely has the experience here, but this guy, CJ Vergara, I guess he's aggressive. He comes out with forward pressure, never on his back foot, always giving that come at you style, come at you. Let me see.
I just don't like the fact that I don't like any of Vergara's opponents. I mean, he's a can crusher.
Because he's new. He's a newcomer. Bruno, Correa, Jacob. Yeah, they're all nobodies. I've never heard of none of them.
No, but he's a can crusher. And I mean, Osborne, he does fight with his hands low, but he's got a good offense. And I mean, even in his loss against Cap, and I don't know if you remember that fight against Cape.
Manel Cap.
Yeah.
Cape. Yeah,
I remember he was quick. He had good footwork. He had great counters. He was fast. And yeah, he got dropped by a flying knee and the doctor stoppage. But I don't know. I'm picking Odie on this one. Odie Osborne.
I'm going to go with I remember this Contender Series because I picked the other guy, Bruno Correa, because he had a 12-3-1 record. He's not a can. But yeah, this guy CJ Vergara, he cost me that parlay. I'm gonna go with the aggression, and I think he's an underdog too. I do believe you got your betting stats up.
Vergara is plus 150. Odie Osborne is minus 175.
What?
CJ Vergara plus 150. Odie Osborne minus 175.
Whatever, Nor. My daughter's, I don't know. She all of a sudden, now that I'm starting my live stream, she has to get active. She's been upstairs for the past 3 hours. But all right, I'm gonna pull up my bet online now and see what they have for stats. What'd you say your stats were?
We got plus 150 for CJ and minus 175 for Odie.
Yeah, I'm gonna take plus money on this sucker. Only because he is the aggressor here. Oh, I got plus 165. I'll take that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a play for me. I'm gonna throw it in a parlay. I know you're not in agreement, but that's good. It's good when we disagree. I got your shirt today. I just opened it.
See, which one? The one from
Look, I didn't even open it. Tiger Muay Thai.
Ooh, from Thailand. Direct from Thailand.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And I bought your shirt today that you won from that Verna and Amanda Heba's bet, which whatever, Verna, if she did like she did in the first round, she would have won that thing. Anyway, so you're taking Odie Osborne, I'm taking Vergara. So far we have not come to an agreement. That's fine. Let's see any mention in the chat. Ratchet is saying Ode by 3rd round KO. That's good. Simple Jack. UFC's hyping somebody up. I don't know who, but okay, let's move on to the next one. This one, another guy missed weight. Bruno Souza. Why do I keep saying Silva? Bruno Souza missed weight too. Joe Rogan screamed that out. Those are the only 2 guys. The first 2 that stepped on the first 2 of the card. Bruno Souza, he missed weight, and I think it was one of those he's trying to get advantage because this guy Melsik Bagdasaryan is the gun. He is a beast. I think he's knocking people out by finish everything. I want to see. I'm going to pull up his Tapology. Do you have stats on these guys?
Yeah, I do. He's only got one fight night that he had against his win against Colin England.
Yeah.
But this guy is a knockout expert. I mean, he's got one fight that went to decision, and the rest of them are all first rounders, like early first rounders.
All his MMA fights, because I noticed he does have some boxing and kickboxing.
He's got some kickboxing stuff.
That shit don't count really.
No, but as soon as he started fighting MMA, I'm telling you, 14 seconds round 1, however, 32 seconds round 1, 9 seconds round 1.
Aside from his last 2 fights, though, they're all been cans.
True.
Dennis Bazooka, I've heard of that guy in the Contender Series, and Colin England, he's a UFC fighter. But the other guys, look at their records: 0-0-0, 3-5, 0-0-0, 4-3. Yeah. They're all garbage. They're all junk. So this guy's definitely unproven. But when Bruno Souza, he's also UFC debut, correct?
Yeah, but I mean, this guy's taking out the trash like he's supposed to. I mean, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do to these guys with crappy records. 1-punch knockouts in the first round.
But look you pull up Bruno Souza, his record, and he's been fighting guys with better. He's got a better fight resume because he's
more of an LFA guy, right?
7. Yeah, he's an LFA guy for sure. And he beat Kamala Kirk, who's been in the UFC. That was in the LFA, but he's beat him. Mike Hamill, I've heard of him. I think he's like now in Bellator or something, that Mike Hamill. I mean, that's 2 names out of the list that are familiar with. And Elijah Johns, that sounds familiar too. And he was a champ. He was a main eventer. Look, Souza versus Johns, LFA 102, and Souza obviously won a split decision, but he's a former LFA featherweight champ. So, I mean, I don't know. This is a tough coin flip fight, but Melsik, like Noah Allen said, Melsik is a killer. He's probably gonna beat this karate boy. this Bruno
This is the
Souza,
problem I got though, is that how is this guy's ground game? Because this is going to the ground.
That's the
this
thing.
is not going to be standing.
Bruno Souza is from Machida Academy, and I think that stands for Lyoto Machida in Brazil, who is, you know, BJJ black belt. This dude, Bruno Souza, is not he's 10-fight win streak. I mean, but the thing is, the face-offs, this Melsick, if you didn't know nothing about either one of these guys, just looking at them, pick, like if I said, Nora, come pick the winner out of these two guys, 9 out of 10 people pick Melsick Bogdasarian because he's just a beast compared, like physically, visually. Yeah, even welcome Bout Betters. Bout Betters even saying Melsick. I have to agree with it, but minus 300, is that minus 333 now on my bet online? It's not no value there. If anything, I might even hedge Souza because he's got a better record and a better resume. But man, I don't like going against the Armenian here because Melsick Bogdasarian is the real deal. I think he's got potential, dude. He's got one loss. Who's that to?
Well, that's early in his career. Hang on a second.
Was it his debut? Was it like his pro debut?
Yeah, his debut in 2014.
Oh yeah, against Jay Bogdan. But so that, you know, that's just probably first time ring jitters. You gotta, if it's a debut fight, you gotta chalk that up. And if they lose, you chalk it up as a jitter thing, like a nervousness, you know.
Yeah, and I think honestly, that was such a long time ago. And since then, he went to boxing, then went to kickboxing. Obviously, tuned his hands up because he's just been knocking people out.
Yeah, I know, but they are been all crap fighters except for the last two. But still, just physically, this guy's a specimen compared to Souza. I'm gonna even look at his Tapology picture. Look at his fucking beast. Man, this really should be the line should be a lot closer. I took Melsick in Tapology, but Souza's worth a play, dude. I don't know. He could, just because his record, he's fought better competition. Elijah Johns, Cumwella Kirk. That guy's better than Mike Hamill. He's beat all these guys. That's the thing. So yeah. Melsick KO 160.
I have a feeling it's going to go to the ground. I don't think it's going to be a knockout.
If it does go to the ground, I would say Bruno Souza probably got the advantage because he's Machida Academy. This guy Melsick is from Muay Thai America Gym, which is, I don't know who's out of there, but he's clearly a clincher, striker, Muay Thai guy, kickboxer type. You know what I mean? Souza, he's in his Tapology picture. He's got the gi on with his black belt. I'm assuming black belt. I don't know. I didn't see his belt, but he's got the jiu-jitsu gi on. So the tiger. Oh, I'm talking myself into it. I got to stop. Yeah, about better. Melsick is a round one killer. You are correct, my friend. You are correct. I'm not putting bet on it though. I'm not even gonna put him in a parlay. If anything, like I said, Souza might be worth the hedge sprinkle.
That's where I'm at.
273. What's that?
That's where I'm at. I like that Souza hedge bet on a decision.
Who are you picking for Tapology?
I'm gonna pick. I don't know. Probably Souza.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm taking Melsick. Are you taking Bruno Souza on Tapology?
I think I might. I don't think it's going to stand up. This is not going to end up in the first round. There's no way. This is going to go a little bit further. He's going to go into some waters that he hasn't seen yet. I think Souza's got bigger experience.
Don't be tricked by a pretty record. He goes to close decisions on the feet with BJJ guys who have combined 0 KOs. That's good. I didn't notice that. I didn't.
But that's what happens when you get BJJ against BJJ. It cancels each other out, and you end up standing up. I understand that. I don't think this guy's got any ground skills whatsoever.
But he's been to a couple, 1, 2, 3 split decisions against dudes with not, I mean, Thales Moraes split decision. I mean, who else do we got? Split decision, that Kamwela Kirk, that was split decision in the LFA. And that's the biggest name he's fought. Elijah Johns, he sounds familiar too. And he's 7-1 when he fought this guy. I mean, he's got to be, I don't know, he doesn't look like, he's always out of Fortis MMA, Elijah Johns. But look at him, he's fought nobody. So he's nobody. Yeah, this is tough for me. I'm going to stick with my pick on Tapology is Melsick, only because he's got to be a minus 300 favorite for a reason, right? The bookies see something. And Noah Allen, he can see that this guy is going to split decisions, stand up with BJJ guys. So, yeah. All right.
He does have a couple submissions in his record. I see what Noah Allen says there. He's a karate guy, not a BJJ guy. He does have some submissions in there as well. He's got a couple of them. So,
Melsick gonna walk this clown against the cage and knock him out, maybe. Yeah, okay. He's a karate guy, not a BJJ guy. So that's a karate gi he's wearing, not a. Do you know what messes me up though? Machida Academy.
Well, Machida's a karate guy.
Is Machida a karate guy? I thought he was a BJJ guy. No,
Machida's a karate guy. Belt. Look at his stance. Look at his stance how he fights. Belt? He's definitely a karate guy. He's got a karate.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. You're right. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Melsick. Confident. All right, but no bet.
You're starting to shift my opinion. I might go Nelson.
I'm also not putting him in a parlay either. But it'll be a good fight to watch. Okay. Next we've got what is next? You tell me. Oh, Dustin Jacoby, right?
Dustin Jacoby versus John Allen.
Now I didn't cover this fight, but I know a little bit. I know John Allen, he's been popped for steroids a few times, and Dustin Jacoby's on a streak right now. I think he's on fire right now, if I recall correctly. You have any stats?
I got lots of stats on these guys. Hang on 1 second. Let me get to the right page.
Let's hear him. Let's hear some striking and takedown accuracy and shit like that. Let's hear that.
Yeah, all right. So strikes landed per minute for Dustin Jacoby, 4.32, going up against 2.95.
The volume.
Not much of a difference there. I mean, a strike a minute, maybe. Strike absorbs per minute, 3.36 for Jacoby, 4.0 for John Allen.
Not looking good for John Allen. Allen.
But here's where we switch up, guys. Takedown average per 15 minutes, John Allen 1.94 to Dustin's 0.35. And John Allen does have a 70% takedown accuracy, both of which are hanging around 50% for takedown defense. And we've got John Allen, who is a submission guy, with Dustin Jacoby having no submissions on his record.
Yeah, Allen, he's coming off a loss to Roman Dolidze, which a split decision loss though. That's not bad against Roman Dolidze.
No,
he's got a what's that? A draw against Mike Slow Rodriguez. Yeah. Oh, that was the no contest. Is that where he got popped for roids?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Then he lost by triangle choke to Vinicius Moreira on the Contender Series. Yeah, this guy, I don't know. He's kind of a clown, I think. He's not. But Dustin Jacoby, the Hanyak, he's proven. He should, I'm pretty confident he should handle this. Even in the face-off, Dustin Jacoby looked looked more charged up. He looked better. The Hanyak should take care of this. I think within distance, too. That's why I'm willing to put my money on. Look at Dustin Jacoby knocked out the TKO, standing TKO, Darren Stewart, the dentist.
Yeah.
And then he had a split decision against Ian Kutalaba. Look at all the guys I'm naming can beat John Allen. Maxine Grisham beat John Allen. Yeah. Justin Ledet probably beat John Allen, and Jacoby. Yeah, this is Dustin Jacoby's might be coming in on short notice. Who's he replacing? He's replacing Alexa Kamur. You know, coincidentally, they have the same agent, like the same like guy that deals their fights. He's fighting out of Factory X Muay Thai. Yeah, Dustin Jacoby all day, but the odds, I think, are horrible, right?
They're not great. He's at minus 400.
Oh, that's disgusting. I can't. That's no value there. Yeah, but Tapology, I'm taking Dustin Jacoby. I think I'm going to take him probably round one knockout. Screw it.
I like Jacoby here a lot. A lot.
Okay. Now the people's main event, next fight. We got Fat John Vellante taking on big old Huggy Bear Chris Barnett. Now these guys, when they faced off, it looked like it was awesome. It looked like two truckers at a truck stop.
It does. Yeah.
They were both all grins and all happy, like chubby and fat, and luckily just split a 12-pack, and they're out there, in the face-off. They looked. I wanted to cheers them. Here you go, Chris Barnett and John Vellante, to you guys. I mean, John Vellante weighed in at 260. Chris Barnett like 264. Chris Barnett is 5'9". That's an inch shorter than me. And when he fills out at 264, he doesn't give a shit. He throws spinning elbows, and he got his own Taekwondo school. I think it's kind of like this one, Doug Duggar's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school. but he does have his own Taekwondo school that he trains at. But I guess he also trains out of Jackson Wink. That's saying something. Where
he's trained a couple times at Jackson Wink, but he trains out of his own school, which is
his tackle and grapple school.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I get the Chris Barnett Taekwondo Academy.
Yeah, the special discount for college girls.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That Chris Barnett could definitely be in that video.
Vellante. Oh, look at Bout Better's going Vellante. I'm going the other way. I'm going to go with the spinning elbows and spinning back Taekwondo kicks. He's got to be a Taekwondo black belt, even if it's a fake black belt. He's got to be. If he has his own school, how can you have your own school without being a Taekwondo black belt? So I'm gonna take the Chris Barnett. He's coming. Actually, he's not. Look at his record. It's not that bad. He's not double-digit losses. He's 21-7. Jean Vellante's double-digit losses deep, 17-13, and a couple more losses, and he's even 500. And he's 1-4. 1-4 in his last 5. He's got one decent win. Well, actually, he's got 2. He beat Corey Anderson, which how the hell did that happen? But he also beat. He had a split decision win against Ed Herman, who a lot of people know Ed Herman. But the thing is, Jean Vellante, the advantage he has here, he's 6-foot-inch height advantage. 6-inch height advantage. 6-inch height advantage. But man, Chris Barnett. I gotta pull up his Tapology because this dude's 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off 4 wins. Let me see if they're straight. He's got it. Oh man, just look at his picture. I want to go to an old country buffet with the guy and then drink a 12-pack of beer with him.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be fun. It'd be great.
Barnett Taekwondo Academy. Let's see. He's coming off a loss to Ben Rothwell. But Big Ben, there's no shame in that. He beat some dude in UAE Warriors. I can't even pronounce his name. It's Ahmed Tajani Shahu.
Who was first fight.
Yeah, and then he was in Island Fights, Rashawn Jackson. He Road FC. Look at these promotions he was in. Road FC against Gun O Shim. I don't even want to pull up one of these guys. Just random. Look. Back in 2018, Alexander Lungu. Let's pull this guy up. He's 16-4. Look at this guy. man, what these guys are awesome. They're all super heavyweight, and they're all the same shape as this guy. So, man, that was just a random pick, Alexander Lungu, and this guy, he looks like he looks like one of those the like Magnus Vermagnuson, those super tough like they lift the boulders and shit. That's what who this guy's. But Chris Barnett, how's he? Beast Boy, he's 5'9". How's he gonna?
John Volante's got. I like him, but I'm still gonna pick Volante in this one.
Oh, you're nuts! You're nuts. Volante, he got choked out by exhaustion. Maurice Green choked him out by simple exhaustion. Like
Maurice Green did choke him out bad.
Yeah, but without even choking him. Maurice Green chokes him out without even touching his neck. He just tapped. He's like, all right, I'm done.
His losses, though, Jake Collier, Maurice Green, Michael Oleksiejczuk, Sam Alvey, Patrick Cummings.
Yeah, didn't Michael Oleksiejczuk Michael Oleksiejczuk just knocked somebody out last week, didn't he? Yeah, Michal Oleksiejczuk. That guy just knocked somebody out last week.
Yeah, he knocked out Shamil Gamzatov.
Yeah, you're right. I picked that was a win for me. And but you're right. But you know what? Jake Collier, he's not that good. I mean, he's middling at best. Who else did you say was on that list?
Guys are that good.
Oh, Maurice, the basket weaver. You know, Maurice Green does the basket weaving and crochet king. He does like crochet and shit. He does knitting and stuff. Crochet, isn't that where you knit through a little pattern and make like pictures of kittens and shit? Yeah, that's Maurice Green. Maurice Green is from Broad Albion, New York, which is literally a half-hour drive. I grew up next to Broad Albion. I never met Maurice Green, but believe me, in Broad Albion is nothing to. Their wrestling team's kind of garbage. anyway, I'm gonna have to go with the recency bias and take Chris Barnett with his 4-1 in his last 5. Jean Volante is just 1-4. I just can't do it. But look, doesn't recline.
Play with the chat.
Huh?
I'm playing with the chat.
That's fine. Oh yeah, Sarah was there. Sarah, that's one of his coaches, Matt Sarah, because he's from Belmore Kickboxing. You know who goes there? Gregor Gillespie.
Yeah,
Gregor Gillespie.
Training with Matt Sarah is not going to get you any credit in my books.
I know Matt Sarah's got a fluky win over GSP because he caught him with a fluky.
Made a career out of it though.
He did, but that was his highlight. That's his one highlight. I met Matt Sarah. He came to Philadelphia before because Long Island is a 2-hour drive to Philly, and you're in Philadelphia if you want. But yeah, I'm going with Huggy Bear, Beast Boy. Yeah, that's a garbage fight anyway. But still, I'm gonna. What's the odds? Chris Barnett is plus 114. You know why? They saw the height difference.
Because it opened up minus 125.
It opened up at the coin flip. Minus 110 both ways. Now Chris Barnett is the underdog. Yep. I'm going with the short but big spinning elbows of the Taekwondo black belt from Barnett Taekwondo.
Self-taught.
Tackle and grapple.
Tackle and grapple.
When I watched that, it made it so much better because you know what? When you first got this shirt, I thought it was like a legitimate thing or something. So I didn't. On the show, I was like, "Yeah, Doug Duggar's tackle and grapple. It's awesome." Then you're like, "Go search it, Google it." And I did.
Yeah, anybody's gonna Google that Doug Duggar's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? It was a great skit back in the day. It was a great skit.
Awesome. Well, Doug is.
But if you don't know, you don't know. It's a great inside joke because you can pull off that shirt as a proper animation.
I know it. Look at the tiger boot tie. You can combine the tigers.
Yeah, there you go.
I like this tiger better, actually.
Me too. I know it's a great shirt. That's why I got it. It looks fucking awesome.
All right, let's move on. Chris Barnett, you're taking John Vellante. That's good because now we won't tie in Tapology. um, so let's see. Who's next? Move up the card.
All right, where are we at here?
Oh, we got diabetes. Jordan Williams taking on the new Conor McGregor. Well, he's not cocky and shit like Conor McGregor, but he's the new Irish sensation, the prospect Ian Gary. This, I guess, Tinfoil Hat says UFC wants to see this guy become the new sensation out of Ireland, Ian Gary. So they're setting him up for a win. They're setting him up for a win. Jordan Williams, though, he's coming off a win. Am I correct? He's coming off a surprising. He was the underdog, and he came through and messed up everybody's parlays.
Jordan Williams coming off of a loss to Mickey Gall. Before that, he lost to Nasruddin Imavov. His last win was against Gregory Rodriguez, and that was a year ago.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I guess so. I could have swore he came off a. All right. Yeah, I guess I'm wrong.
I'm just hoping. I don't think Ian Gary's going to come in like Paddy the Baddy.
But Jordan Williams, isn't he the one that has like diabetes? That's why I faded him. I thought I lost that, but evidently I didn't.
Well, he's got
Mickey Gall. Oh, you know what? Mickey Gall's the dude that didn't he beat his name to fame is he beat CM Punk. Mickey Gall. Yeah, that's right. I remember covering this, like breaking down this fight with you, actually, I think. Yeah, because it happened in July. So
yeah, probably. But I mean, I'm still going with the young kid.
Me too. I think he's a huge favorite too, though.
Big favorite, -400.
Yeah, that's too chalky. No, there's no value there at all. There is value to Ian Gary 400. I don't think so. I can't even put anybody over -300 in a parlay. Just messes up. It brings the value down on the parlay. But yeah, everybody's on board with Ian Gary. I think they are forming him. They want him to be like a hot prospect contender, as long as he doesn't mess up. And he is much physically dominant over the diabetic Jordan Williams.
True. And you got to think too, Ian Gary's fighting out of Sanford MMA, so he's going to have some skills behind him.
Right. It's not SBG Ireland. I fade SBG Ireland now ever since that fight with who's the Johnny Walker, when they were cornering Johnny Walker and they were don't against who was it? The Thiago.
That was a while ago.
No, it was just like 3 weeks ago, right?
Was it 3 weeks ago?
Something like that.
You know.
But I remember Johnny Walker. I had money on him because he was underdog, and he didn't come out because his corner, SBG Ireland, that John Kavanaugh or whatever, was like, "Oh, you're doing good. Just keep fainting and just keep you're up 2 rounds to none." And they were totally lying to him. He was actually down, and he lost the decision to what's his name.
Yeah, and just so you know, by the way, I want to go back to Chris Barnett versus Gian Vellante. Volante's training with Aldo right now, eh?
Jean Vellante?
He's changed his coaching team. He's going to come back. I'm still on Vellante on that one.
He's got to do something. Getting tapped out by exhaustion. That's why I'm fading him, because that was you don't see fat huggy bear Chris Barnett tapping out by exhaustion. I've seen that. That guy's gone distance without a problem. John Vellante was because I put money on him to beat Maurice Green, because Maurice Green got the wonky eye and he's crocheted ninja or whatever they call him. That's why I picked John Vellante, and lesson learned. Don't pick that loser anymore. He's
play against Chris Barnett. Anyways, let's move on. I'm still picking Ian Gary. I like his. I watched a bunch of him fight in Cage Warriors. He's got the wrestling. He's got the head kicks. He's got the BJJ. He's got the striking. I don't see any way Ian
Everybody, everybody's got Ian Gary.
Yeah. He looks good.
And look, diabetics, you're right. Diabetic, he's probably got that little disc on his arm now so he can do the automatic read or something. You know what I'm talking about, the diabetic. I'm not diabetic, so I don't know, but lady at work has it. So
oh, I like that. I like the Ian Gary Jordan Williams not going the distance.
Yeah, that's a parlay piece if you can get the prop into a parlay. I don't really prop parlay pieces. I just put them in to win.
Yeah. And by the way, for the fight not going the distance, it's only minus.
You know what was awesome? If you watch, I watched the REECAAAP MMA Guru, and his breakdown for this fight was hilarious. He's like, John Vellante had an interview, and he said he's got wife and kids he has to feed. Well, yeah, evidently he doesn't give a shit about his family because he was tearing them up. And by the way, the MMA Guru picked Chris Barnett too, first round KO. So
if
look, I got that hedge bet.
That's a hedge bet.
I'll show you. Look, only Leighton, UFC Gambling Addicts, was and look, he said no bet. He's the only one taking Fat John. The rest of them, Guru, Stat Diggers, no bet, pass. But still, they're taking their leaning Barnett. MMA experts saying by KO. James Lynch is taking him. James Lynch is the interviewer. A lot of people are on Chris Barnett. We're past that fight. I don't know why we keep talking about it. Look at the by tornado kick. Me too. That's me too, MB. Me too.
That's hilarious.
The worst fight in the card. We can't get past it. We're still talking about that. All right. So anyway, we're past that fight, and we're past the diabetes.
Ian Gary, yes.
Ian Gary. Everybody's on board with Ian Gary. If he loses, that'll be a shock. I will be shocked if Jordan Williams beats Ian Gary. That's destined for Ian Gary. There's another fight that's destiny too later on we're going to talk about. But moving up the card, this one is a low-key banger. We've got a once hot prospect, Edmen Shahbazyan, taking on the Russian sniper Nasruddin Imavov, who Nasruddin Imavov, he's had some. Let's pull up his thing. I know he had that close fight with Phil Hawes, went to decision.
Majority decision.
Yeah, that was very close, and that's like his only loss in his last 5, I think.
Yep.
It is. He's beat Ian Heinisch, Jordan Williams. Did I just talk about him? Diabetes? Is that him? Diabetes. He beat Diabetes. And then before that, it was a bunch of crap from Aries and Thunderstrike Fight League and Devil's Cage and some bunch of nobodies. But I'm just saying, this guy's not bad. He comes out of a good camp too. The fight was a Fight Factory in France. That's where Cyril Gane and Alan Badeau, which I guess he's a decent training partner though. But they're out of that. But the Fernand Lopez, that's what the key is over there. Fernand Lopez is a great striking coach. However, Edmen Shahbazyan, don't doubt him. He's coming off back-to-back losses, and that's why he lost because his cardio lacks. That they found out if you can make it past the first round with this guy, that's when you can edge out a decision, or you can just expose his holes through his weak gas tank. But
he also doesn't want to fight in 2 years. He's not fighting lots.
I know, but the thing is, when he came out originally, he was hyped up because he was that Ronda Rousey. He was like 14 years old, he was training with Ronda Rousey as her main training partner and shit. Then his brother Leon Shahbazyan came out, Contender Series, but Edmund's more hyped than Leon. Leon's kind of a mediocre, middling at best guy fighter. But Edmen Shahbazyan, he's got potential, and it could go that way. Look, Mba's taking him. So is Bout better. Look, stay away, says Bout better. But this is going to be a good fight. Let's see. Edmund TKO round 1 or 2. A good point. Imavov is not a wrestler. He's a striker. He comes from a striking facility.
Yep.
Fernand Lopez doesn't know shit about wrestling, but he knows about striking. That's why I think it's going to stay on the feet. Oh, Imavov, a kickboxer.
Yeah, he also has a 1.6 submission average, and his takedown defense is at 70%.
He's but you know what? He had an impressive after that loss to Phil Hawes, which phenomenal wrestler Phil Hawes. He had that nice win against Ian Heinisch, round 2, knee to ground and pound. That's impressive. You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough fight for me to pick. I'm trying to find an argument for both sides.
I got to fade Ronda Rousey's boy. Honestly, Ronda's not going to teach you anything that you need to know in the ring. Head movement.
Look at everybody's saying don't forget Imavov gets tired too, but I don't know because you know what? I think he won that 3rd round because he knew he was down to Phil Hawes. That's why it went to majority decision because 3rd round, that's when he picked it up, and that's when I remember watching that, and because I put a hedge bet on Imavov, and I said if he fought rounds 1 and 2 like he did round 3, he could have won, but he didn't. He round 1 and 2, he was like feeling him out, trying to get his distance and all that crap. So I disagree. I think Imavov does have a better gas tank. But the thing is, Edmund Shabazian, he's got power. He's got a nice straight jab, and he does. There's power in that young man. What are the ages? I know they're close. I think I did this fight, didn't I? I did. Oh yeah, 23 for Shabazian, 25 for Imavov. It was I'll show you. Can you see that? Okay, there it is. Edmund Shabazian had fight night picks. Had the brothers. They're split on it. The younger brother Matt took Shabazian. Same with the MMA prediction guru. But then over here we got Craig. Both the guys from Clint, and he had lucrative MMA, the MMA fortune teller, and Greedo all taking Imavov. That's why I'm going to have to go with the capper majority here. I'm going to take Nasruddin Imavov to win by decision. I think he's got a better gas tank. And you're on the same page, right? You're going to fade Edmund Shabazian?
Yeah, I'm going to fade the head movement. I do think he is more motivated to win because if he loses 3 straight,
he is not with Ronda Rousey anymore. He is at AK. That's a fact.
But I mean, still, if he loses 3 straight, we got some issues here. We got some real issues. So I think he's going to be the more motivated fighter. But I still don't see him. I see Imanov being able to take him. Imanov's got the better camp. He's got the
better talking shit about the fight night pick boys, the Allens. Do you know what? I don't know. They're okay. They are different. The one Matt always brings up basketball references, which is I don't know why. Oh, well, it's kind of like Kyrie Irving when he goes up. Who cares, man? Nobody knows about. I hate when he does that shit. But anyway, they're okay though. The Fight Night Pick brothers, they're decent. I mean, they got a good following. They got like 10,000 subscribers or some shit. I wish I had a tenth of that. But anyway, they're okay. They just manscape too much. Oh, well, let's talk about the Manscaped lawnmower and let's look at the little light, man. You know the Manscaped. Look at when I'm in the shower. What the worst? You know the worst thing is, Bat, when you nip your balls and it just bleeds all over the shower. I hate that. But with the Manscaped trimmer, I know they're getting paid to do that. But come on, guys, they make a whole segment just for that, which I'd pass right over. Unless I'm listening to it in the car, then I can't pass over it. But anyway. All right. So the thing is, there's a lot of mixed feelings in the chat. Edmund was gut feeling, but Imavov improves a lot between fights. Yep. All right, so yeah, I think the chat is just about split. I'm taking Imavov. You're taking Imavov. Let's move on. All right. Unless you want to talk more about it.
No, I'm good. I got my pick. I got my pick made for the next fight too. Phil Hawes in a murder against Chris Curtis. Feel bad for
Dude,
Chris.
I don't. You know what? The face-offs. Chris Curtis looks pretty. He looks pretty diesel. And this guy, Chris Curtis. Yeah, I'm also taking Phil Hawes. I think he should win dominantly. But he's a huge favorite, right? Like minus 3 something, almost minus 400, maybe. I don't know. What is it?
I got minus 334.
334. Yeah, that's I think right about where I gotta find it. Phil Hawes minus 305. I got better odds than you. Yeah,
better odds.
But you know, I like wrestlers, and Phil Hawes, it was a college wrestling champ. He's got. I remember when I broke this when he was supposed to fight Deron Wynn. I broke this down, and Deron Wynn has all these wrestling medals, but Phil Hawes, same time period, same everything. Junior college champions. Phil Hawes is good. He's got great wrestling. He's out of New Jersey, but now he's at Sanford MMA. But listen to this. You can hedge Curtis round 3. You know what? I heard from Clint, Diehard MMA podcast, that Chris Curtis originally, because he was supposed to fill in for Deron Wynn, right? And during that time, Chris Curtis said, I'm going to knock him out in round 3. But then Phil Hawes said, I need a camp before I go against this guy. He kind of backed out. Do you remember that? Phil Hawes was supposed to go against Deron Wynn, the little 5'7" bowling ball guy. But Deron Wynn backed out, and he was going to fight Chris Curtis short notice. But then Phil Hawes like, no, man, I need a different camp before I fight you. So he knew something. But now he's had a camp. He's had Sanford, Henry Hooft, one of the best coaches in the game.
Yeah.
Give him a fight plan of how to beat this guy. And now he's in there confident. I'm taking Phil Hawes too. But I already put a hedge on Chris Curtis by round 3 finish knockout. But it was plus 2,200. So yeah, I'll put sprinkle a little dust on that. Why not? You know.
Round 2 or round 3?
Round 3, he claimed round 3. This is what he said. This is before when he was supposed to fight the first time. I'll pull it up right now. The prop. Chris Curtis by round 3 KO.
I got him at plus 2,500.
So I put $5 on it. Or I put $5 on it when it was plus 2,200. It went down a little bit. So maybe the bookies even. Oh well, we better soften that up. Anyway. Phil Hawes, there's no value there, but unless you prop that out. But I think Phil Hawes is going to win by decision, which by points, Phil Hawes by points, plus 210, double your money anyway. That's how I think he's going to win, by wrestling, control time. I don't know if he's going to knock this guy out, because in the face-offs, they both look pretty diesel. Chris Curtis has that goofy ass smile. I don't know. It's a weird, like creepy, goofy, you know what I'm just as like his Tapology picture. What is that? It's like weird, goofy smile.
Chris Curtis needs a Manscaped. That's what he needs.
He should,
fucking light and everything.
He should listen to the Fight Night Pick Bros. You use the lawn trimmer or whatever. The fucking you're right. He does. He has some crazy kinky afro hairs just kinking out like pubes. Yeah, he's got to clean himself up, that guy. But anyway, I'm going to take Phil Hawes. He looked dominant. He looks like a beast also in the face-offs. But I'm saying that Chris Curtis he's ripped up. He's got abs. They're all thick and hardy. I don't care either. Phil Hawes, I got him by decision. What do you got him by? KO?
I'm liking the props on the round 3 at plus 100 or at plus 1,100.
For Phil Hawes?
Yeah.
Round betting? Let's see.
I don't know. Plus 1100 is pretty nice. I think Chris Curtis is going to gas. I think all those muscles are going to suck the oxygen out of him, suck all the blood. I see him fading. Do I see Chris Curtis going 3 rounds? I don't know. I don't. He's got such like he doesn't have enough of a pedigree that I can look back on. And I mean, most of his fights are stopped within distance, but he does have a couple decisions as well. So I don't know.
Bell Better's thinking it's going to be violent too. Violence bet. He doesn't think it's going to go to round 3.
Yeah, see, this is it. Is it? I think Phil Hawes might stop this.
Right. Well, no, Alan's saying Hawes' chin is crackable. Let's pull up his Tapology. Let's see how he's Phil Hawes. Yeah, let's see Phil Hawes. Phil Hawes just beat like we saw, Nasruddin Imavov went to decision, almost won that fight too.
Yeah, it was close. I still agree with the judge, though. I still had Hawes.
Decision. He knocked out Jacob Malkoum, but Jacob Malkoum, he's not. He's a good training partner, but that's about it. Before that, nobody I know.
No. I mean, he got some stuff in.
Look, Dana White Contender Series back in 2017. He got head kick knocked out by Julian Marquez. He got guillotine choked by Lewis Taylor before that. That's 2016. That 2016, 2017. I mean, that's not that. It's kind of far away, but not that far away. You know what I mean? You got to still.
It's a totally different fighter than when he fought Julian Marquez in the Contender Series. Totally different fighter.
And recency bias says take Phil Hawes. Kyle Dawkins is a decent guy, and Phil Hawes unanimous decision. And I remember watching that fight, and he deserved to win. And he beat Imavov majority decision. And even though I hedge bet Imavov, he did really beat him. Like I said, Imavov won round 3. That was it. Hawes had round 1 and 2 in his back pocket. Jacob Malkoun, nothing. And before that, just a bunch of weirdos. So, yeah, let's pull up Chris Curtis now. This guy is a veteran outside the UFC. Outside the UFC, he was, and it's not only the ex-MMA, which is like Florida to South Carolina coast. Before that, he was like, I think he's got some, look at PFL, but they're all losses. He lost right hook to Ray Cooper, lost in PFL. Magomed Karamov, PFL, unanimous decision loss.
The one thing I will say,
back to back.
And if I can put this on his last 2 wins, over Kenny Robertson. Kenny Robertson is coming off four losses, not impressive at all. And who was the other guy he beat?
Jerome Hatch.
Jerome Hatch, double-digit losses, 25-14. Yeah, he knocked him out in round 1 where he was supposed to, and he's on a 3-fight losing streak as well. Like, I get it. These promotions are feeding these guys, and you look at his fight before that, it's even, I mean, the guy's got, the records are horrible.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these guys' records.
I mean,
this Kyle Stewart, he's a
can crusher and a padded record.
Yeah, you're right. That's why Phil Hawes got the big odds. Yeah. That's why he's a minus whatever. But he should win. I'm gonna take him to win, but I already made a $5 bet on what's his name? Chris Curtis. The GOAT James Vick, ex-MMA. I don't know what happened to James Vick. He's somewhere in some lowly promotion fighting somebody. Yeah, I agree, Noah Allen. Hawes should smoke him early. I don't know if he's going to smoke. I agree that Hawes is going to win, but I think it's going to be by control time decision. I don't know if Chris Curtis, has he been finished? He was back in 2016 or some shit.
Yeah, he's been knocked out and got a couple losses to Magomed Karamov. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who's not one of the good
back-to-back losses on that.
Yeah, he's not one of the good Magomeds either.
Cheers to that.
Shitty Magomed.
All right. Moving up the card. we got? Ooh, now this one, L.I. Quinta, Bobby Green, the face-offs. I was all over Bobby Green until I watched the face-offs. Now I think I'm gonna flip my pick because Ally Quinta, I was like, he's been late. He's been in a layoff. Yeah, no one's even seen or heard from him since 2019, I think. Right? Remember last week we talked about this after we were drinking, and I even placed a bet on Ally Quinta last week after we were drinking. And but the thing was, this Bobby Green. I watched the Clint Die Hard MMA podcast, and he was talking him up so bad. Oh, Bobby Green's Instagram, he was all talking about manifesting greatness and positivity and all this positive influence and all this stuff. And he's been so active. Bobby Green has been, and L.I. Quinta, he's been selling properties, a real estate agent. He hasn't even been in the fight game. He's like the weak link coming out of where's he fight out of? Some Long Island. Isn't he? Oh, he's a Matt Serra guy, isn't he?
No, you know who he's training with right now? You know who his boy is? And his boy was at the weigh-ins. I don't even want to mention his name.
Aljo?
Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, that's Serra Jiu-Jitsu. That's in Long Island.
Yeah.
And Marab Divashvili. Those guys are all
this is a home crowd for him too, eh? This is
definitely. And but he's coming off back-to-back losses against Cowboy. That was 2 years ago. And then Dan Hooker 2 years ago. Back-to-back losses. But you know what? So is Bobby Green King. Mm-hmm. King Bobby Green. He's back-to-back losses too. Thiago Moises and Rafael Fiziev. But the thing was Rafael Fiziev, robbery. He got robbed that. I think if you watch that fight, I think Bobby Green should have won that. But Rafael Fiziev is like a better prospect name because he's a coach at Tiger Muay Thai and all that crap. So I think the judges went with Fiziev. And Green is a double-digit loss fighter. You know what I mean? And this guy in my comments on my channel, Piff's Parlay or something, some guy said, do not waste your money on Bobby Bum Green. And I was like, thank you for that advice. I'll look into it. And I think he's right. And then what solidified it, the face-offs. Bobby Green came in with some weird face paint, but L.I. Quinta looked like a killer. His stare was so intense, was like, I was scared for Bobby Green. I'm like, L.I. Quinta's gonna kill you. That's how he looked. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bout Better knows what I'm talking about with the face paint. Yeah, I agree.
Though, L.I. Quinta wins over Diego Sanchez back in 2017 when Diego Sanchez was Diego Sanchez before he went crazy. Beat Jorge Masvidal, knocked out Joe Lozon. I mean, and his losses, Khabib, Donald Cerrone, and Dan Hooker. Come on. You're going to fade those 3 losses in the last, 6 years, 7 years? He's lost 3 fights. Dan Hooker, Cerrone, and Khabib. Dan Hooker's obviously has shown an amazing comeback, good skills. Cerrone, that was back in 2019. Cerrone's it is what it is. But Khabib, I'm not going to fade that loss. Come on, man. I'm all over L.I. Quinta here.
I'm on him too, but look at Bobby Green. He's scared of the shit. He grew up without parents, and his little brother was killed by a drive-by. Well, that sucks. But look at Bout Better. They literally have a gym near the stadium. No, you know what? It's like actually, I want to say it's about 15 miles away. But with New York City traffic, it takes 40 minutes to drive. That's no lie. It's for if you map quest it, Madison Square Garden and Serra Jiu-Jitsu it's not that far. If regular no traffic, 3 o'clock in the morning, you can get there in 15 minutes. But regular any other time of the day, you're gonna be driving 40 minutes because it's Long Island Expressway. That's the longest. that's the longest parking lot in the world. It's because that's what you're doing a lot of the time. You're just slow. The traffic's horrible. But yeah, so Noah Allen's on Bobby Green, but he didn't watch the weigh-ins. Everybody else is picking Iaquinta. And like I said, I took Iaquinta last week when we were drunk. And
oh yeah, easy.
And I'm going with my instinct. On the show that I did, it was Bobby Green was a full capper consensus. Everybody took Bobby Green. See that? Where is it? There it is. Everybody took Bobby Green. Both the brothers, Pub Sports Radio, Teller, Greedo, Prediction Guru. Nobody took Iaquinta because of that layoff.
I disagree with all of them. He's got the experience. He knows how to fight.
He doesn't have double-digit losses. And he's the plus money. I'm circling it. That might be a parlay. That might be a parlay leg. Because he's plus money, it'll juice up our parlay that we make at the end of the show. I like him, Iaquinta. And that the face-off is what definitely secured that for me. He was intense. Yep. All those bums on Green. Now I'm nervous. He's talking about the cap.
Yeah, no, don't be nervous. No, be confident. This is how we make thousands of dollars doing this, because we're confident.
Yeah, and you're right. The paint, the face paint, that was so Marcus Perez. You know what I mean? It was so cringy. Like, why paint your face, Bobby? I know he likes to be like a showman, like he likes to be a showboat kind of, but that was stupid. I don't like that shit either. Iaquinta is a real deal, for real. If he had layoff, but I think he was still active. He looks it. His body's in peak physical shape. All right, let's move on next. Here's the other one that the UFC is setting this guy up for a win.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah. Alex Pereira, yeah, you're right. VCR repairman. He was one of those juggalo, right? Insane Clown Posse. Their fans are called juggalos, and that's exactly what he reminded me of when juggalos. He reminded me of the juggalo, like those guys. I hate Insane Clown Posse too. I mean, I liked them when I was, 19 or whatever, with the Fago and face paint and the stupid hip hop rap juggaloos. Yeah, that's what stuff. I had the little hatchet guy icon and the Fago, the cheap soda. Yeah, some of the younger people don't even know what ICP is, but
no, yeah, I know, we're old.
I got you. Insane Clown Posse. We know. Yeah, they're popular in Canada too because they're from Michigan, so that's like borders Canada. Anyway, next we've had the setup. Tinfoil, get your foil hats out. UFC wants Alex Pereira to rise up the ranks. They're feeding him this Andreas Michailidis. Because this guy, he's beat Izzy in kickboxing, Israel Adesanya twice. One time, knocked him out, yelled right at his face when he's out cold on the ground. And that is why the fans, everybody wants to see somebody that can contend with Israel Adesanya at, at middleweight. And, light heavyweight, obviously Jan beat him, but at middleweight, no one's even sparking a competition. So they want to pull this guy, this kickboxer, Alex Pereira, into the UFC, and they're feeding him Andreas Michailidis. He's got massive height advantage. Like in the face-off, it's not massive, but do I have it written down? Yeah, it's 4-inch height advantage.
Yeah, it's
5-inch reach advantage.
5-inch reach.
Yeah, you can see how long his arms are, and Michailidis has been lit up. He's been knocked out, I think, more than a couple times.
He's 13-4. His last KO knockout was against Modestas Bukakas about a year ago.
Yeah, but Modestas Bukakas, he's not even in the UFC anymore. But look aside from that, every loss was a knockout. Every loss that he's got, all 4 of his losses are by knockout. Jason Butcher knocked him out. That's a long time ago, 2014. 2017, Vladimir Miniev knocked him out. And then Modestas Bukakas, round 1 retirement. That means knockout.
Knock
and
the
who
fuck
he
out.
beat? He beat KB Bular, who was the Indian Tiger or some shit. That guy sucks, KB Bular. He's like, isn't he Canadian Indian? Didn't he train at TriStar or something?
I'm not saying anything.
He's a Canadian Indian. He trained at TriStar. But anyway, he sucks, KB Bular. Bengal Tiger or something. I don't know, something stupid. But Andreas Michailidis, he's going to lose. But he does have a path to victory because Alex Pereira, his debut, I mean, he's maybe a phenomenal kickboxer, but his debut, he got choked out, rear naked choke. So he does have however, he's been training with the new champ, Glover Teixeira. And Glover Teixeira's probably been teaching him how to.
That was my call.
Did you pick Glover Teixeira against Jan?
No, I did not pick him, but I did have the stats about him training with Glover.
Oh.
Fine.
Yeah. You know, the only person that picked Glover Teixeira against Jan Blachowicz was that Mr. Arkansas. But anyway, the only one I know for real. Alex Pereira, he does. Let's make an argument for Michailidis, even though everybody in the world's taking Alex Pereira's. But Alex Pereira, if you pull up his crap, he's 14. I counted all his kickboxing fights that on Tapology. He's 14-5. So he's not like the phenomenal kickboxer. He did beat Izzy twice, and once his last time by KO in 2017. Okay, but then you look through his most recent kickboxing bout, he lost on a rematch against Artem Vakatov. And that was a majority decision loss. And before that, and I don't know any of these kickboxing guys. I don't know if they're good or not. But this is mixed martial arts. This is not straight up kickboxing. Mixed martial arts. He does have what's his last? He's 3-1. So he's got Thomas Powell in the LFA. I guess he knocked this guy out so hard that the guy slept. Like he knocked him unconscious. They had to he left the ring in a stretcher. That's for real.
Sorry, I'm just reading the comments.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah, but you're right. Bout better Pereira. This guy does not have wrestling. That's why Andreas Michailidis, if he's smart, he'll take it to the ground just not stand up with this guy. If he takes it to the ground and uses some sort of grappling, but I don't know how good Michailidis is grappling in Greece. Are they good wrestlers in Greece? I don't know.
Can I bring out some stats?
Yes, please.
We've only got 2 fights to go off of, but Andreas Michailidis, strikes landed per minute 4.80. I don't care. Alex is going to outstrike you. Takedown average per 50 minutes 0.75.
For
takedown accuracy 50%. Takedown defense 0. Submissions 0.
For Michailidis.
Correct.
So he's not a grappler. Yeah, Alex Pereira is going to win this all day. It's catered. It's catered to him.
This is set up.
The UFC wants him to rise up the ranks so there could potentially be a fight with Israel Adesanya, so they can promote it as the only guy to ever beat Izzy, the only one to ever knock him out. Alex Pereira.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Poatan. Yeah. I mean, whatever. I'm going to fade him eventually, but not this fight. This fight is set up. They want him to win, and he's going to win phenomenally. He's going to win by a flashy knockout.
Happy to put that in a parlay at minus 250. I don't care.
Is that what he's at? Minus. Let's see. Is Bellator on tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think I think Vlad's running that.
I get in trouble when I put my TV on.
Yeah, don't do that. Alex Pereira is minus 242 on my books.
I like Alex Pereira by TKO, DQ, or submission minus 125. This is set up. This is a UFC.
About Better said Bellator's done. I missed it. That must have started early.
6:30.
Well, 9:30 here, but
in real time.
Yeah, Bellator already happened. Mba's saying that too. It started at like 2:00 Central.
Oh, fuck.
Whatever. I mean, I didn't even make picks on Tapology for it.
No, me neither.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. UFC is the real deal. So everybody's in agreement. Alex Pereira should take care of business against the Greek Spartan here, Andreas Michailidis. However, I want to add before we move on, Andreas Michailidis is a European Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion. That's legit. The Allen brothers, I don't know where they get their info, but I think they're straight with their info. They don't spread fake news or none of that. Andreas Michailidis is a European Jiu-Jitsu champion. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you know what? Maybe it's in his Wikipedia or something. That's what the brothers there, the Allens, said. And of course, this guy has zero write-up. Oh no, he's got a big write-up. Oh, and it is. Look, after competing in numerous national Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champions and tournaments, several MMA fights in Greece, winning European Fight League champion heavyweight title. Yeah, blah, blah, 2014, moved to the U.S.
Regardless of all that, I guarantee you that the European champion in BJJ.
But listen to when. 2010, first place.
Near the mat in Brazil.
I know, listen, 2010, first place, IBJJF no-gi European champ. 2011, Naga European champ. 2012, no-gi European champ in purple belt in his weight class. And the other ones, they said it's jiu-jitsu, but not black belt. These are all like in his. I was third place in the Northeast for over 30 blue belts. That doesn't make me a champ for real. I did get a medal though, third place for executive. They call it executive class when you're between 30 and 40. After 40, they call it. Now I'd be in the masters class.
Tackle and grapple.
Tackle and grapple. It was Grappler's Quest. It was called tournament. Grappler's Quest tournament at 210 pounds. Ranj taking on. I beat the first guy by points. The second guy ended up rear naked choking me. And I still got third place though because I had a wrestle back. I had in the it was tournament bracket. Whatever, glory days. But yeah, Andreas Michailidis, I said I was European Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champ. Then you read his thing. Yeah, in purple belt, in blue belt. In 2013, he got third place in brown belt. So he's moved up the belts, but yeah,
so how come none of his BJJ stuff is on his Tapology?
Because this is before he was a professional. This is all amateur stuff. Like the Naga and IBJJF, that's all that's not considered professional fighting. It's like minor leagues. It's you know what I mean? And you don't have to, you can just go in there and sign up, right, you know?
That means, okay, fuck this noise. I'm not even Alex Pereira all the way, tinfoil cap on. Definitely. I think it's going to go within distance. I'm even happy to cap that within distance, by the way.
What's that?
Minus 250. That's not good. Pereira by KO, TKO, or DQ, minus 125. I'm all over that.
I'll tell you what it is. It's going to be, oh, man. You have to round bet it. I think it's going to happen. Alex Pereira, round 2 is plus 400. I'm
happy with Alex Pereira by KO, TKO, DQ, or submission, $100 bet makes you $80, $180. I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's solid. That's a solid play. But
That's
I'm going to circle
in my
him.
pocket.
He might be, he's under 300, so he might be a parlay piece anyway. Okay. Moving on. We got the curtain jerker for the main card. Here we go. Local hero, Frankie Edgar, Jersey native, is taking on Marlon Chito Vera. Now, surprisingly, when
what fight are you on?
Frankie Edgar and Marlon Vera.
Is that the next fight?
Right? Isn't it? What do you got?
Kids? I don't think that's the next fight.
I think it is.
The next fight I've got is Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler.
Oh, you're jumping way up the card.
Nope, not.
What's on Tapology? Let's see.
Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler.
The
curtain jerker for the main card is Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler.
All right. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh, did they move? Wait a second. Mbe is saying they moved. You might be right.
It did. I have the old one. On mine, look, Michaelitis, and then next is Frankie Edgar. But that's printed. I printed this shit out on like Monday. So they just changed the order. Okay, so let's do Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler. I think that should be up the card though. Frankie Edgar, Marlon Vera is a weaker fight.
I know that's a great, like, honestly, Justin Gaethje should be offended that he's the curtain jerker, or maybe I don't know.
I think that should be the, up toward the. I like the original.
Gaethje's ranked number 3. He should be like, okay, maybe behind Rose. I get it because Rose is actually a championship fight, but he should definitely be the third fight. But I think they're giving Frankie Edgar the third highest fight because it's his career ender. Have a good night. You're done with the UFC.
And Frankie. This is in Madison Square Garden. Frankie Edgar is from New Jersey. When they were coming out, let's just talk about it anyway. When they're coming out, everybody was cheering for Frankie Edgar. And Marlon Vera, when he came out for his official weigh-in face-offs, he was getting booed because Frankie Edgar is such a local. Oh, look, they changed VCR repairman. He knows. They changed spots because Trevor Whitman asked them to.
Ooh.
Yeah, interesting. Trevor Whitman is, and Real News is backing that up too. Trevor Whitman's corner in Gaethje, Namajunas, and Usman. Oh, he didn't want to go out there 3 fights in a row. That's why. Because he's going out for all 3 of those fights.
Yeah, I guess so.
So he probably wants a break in between.
Hey, decent fucking coaching, by the way. Well done. 3 fighters in the
Okay. Anyway, let's talk about Frankie Edgar, can we? Because I'm ready for that.
I want to talk about the next fight, Justin Gaethje.
Fine. Justin Gaethje. Let's do it. Okay, Justin Gaethje.
You're gonna kill him.
Mr. Highlight taking Iron Michael Chandler, Mr. Cauliflower ear. Okay. Both of these guys were college wrestlers. Mr. Highlight, Justin Gaethje's 4-1 his last 5. Only loss was to the GOAT Khabib by triangle choke in round 2. Gaethje has a 3-inch height advantage. Trevor Whitman is going to be in the cage side. Michael Chandler, he's a Bellator legend, former champ Bellator. He's coming off a loss to Charles Do Bronx Oliveira, ground and pound round 2. He's 3-2 in his last 5.
Which it doesn't look good.
Not a good look. He fights out of Alliance MMA and Black Zillions. Black Zillions is supposed to be coached by Henry Hooft, but I thought Henry Hooft was Sanford. That's what messes me up with this Black Zillions. Does it even exist? I don't even know. But Michael Chandler, he's let's see, like I said, 3-2. His losses are to Patricio Pitbull in Bellator. Then he's got a win against Sidney Outlaw in Bellator. Benson Henderson, Bellator. That's Dan Hooker. That was his debut, and that was a good win for him. He knocked him out, ground and pound, over Dan the Hangman Hooker. But then, most recently, he got knocked out by Dubronx. Gaethje, though, James Vick, KO. Edson Barboza knocked his ass out. Donald Cerrone knocked him out. Tony Ferguson knocked him out. Now he's got, and then he lost to Khabib by choke. I'm all over Mr. Highlight Justin Gaethje here. What was he, 2-1 favorite? I do believe the odds are for him.
That's ugly, yeah. Guarantee though.
What's that?
I'm sorry, I'm a lock on this one. I don't see Chandler being able to beat Gaethje. I really don't.
I don't either. Gaethje's a -209. Not bad. Not bad. That's a parlay piece for me. Circle that sucker.
I've got Gaethje at -220. Parlay worthwhile.
Yep. I have him winning. I think it's going to be a late TKO, like round. I think probably round 3. But I suppose it could happen.
Chandler's got the wrestling and the wrestling defense to be able to fight him off for the decision. Like, no, sorry. I mean, I think Justin Gaethje is going to win the decision, but I think Michael Chandler is going to last. I don't think they're going to knock him out. I don't think Gaethje's going to finish him. There's no way. Chandler's got the pedigree, man.
Yeah. I think Justin wins, but man, he loved Chandler. I like Chandler too. Gaethje gets rocked in every fight. He does catch it. But he's winning these fights though, except for no homo. Chandler's a stud. I don't like his ears. Cauliflower ear. Chandler is gonna wrestle. You know, he was All-American runner-up at D1 University of Missouri, the Tigers. Missouri Tigers. But he never won a championship though. He was always like runner-up, or he never placed in like a NCAA championship. Ooh, NBA thinks Chandler can sub Gaethje, and Chandler hits harder. Thor's hammer could not destroy Gaethje's.
I don't see the 35-year-old knocking out the 32-year-old. Gaethje's got the height advantage as well. Chandler's got the reach advantage. I just don't see it happening, man. I just don't see it. I don't see Chandler upsetting Gaethje. Gaethje's on his rise back up to fame.
I know. I'm just going I know he hasn't fought in a bit, but even his recent fights, look at the people he's been destroying, like knocking out. Tony Ferguson, Donald Cerrone, Cowboy Cerrone. I know he's past his prime, but Edson Barboza, the GOAT, James Vick. And before that, he lost to Dustin Poirier. But look, Dustin Poirier's a beast. And then before that, he lost to, but that was also 2018, 2017. Yeah. You know, you
want some stats there, boss?
Yes, let's hear some stats. Let's
Justin Gaethje, strikes landed per minute, 7.46 per minute. That's fucking huge. 7.46 a minute.
That's heavy volume.
That means like every 8 seconds you're getting punched in the face. That's Chandler, strikes landed per minute, 4.49.
Almost like barely over half of what Gaethje's throwing.
Accuracy is 59% to 50, so Gaethje's got the advantage there. Strike absorbed per minute, Gaethje does take a lot, 7.9 compared to Chandler's 3.87. Defense leans to Gaethje by 5%, 55 to 49. The only thing I don't like is Michael Chandler's takedown average per 15 minutes is 2.03 against Gaethje's 0.0. But takedown defense for Gaethje, 69%, Chandler's 71%, and Chandler's takedown accuracy is only at 41%. So not a wonderful number for Chandler. He might have the wrestling advantage. I think Gaethje's going to be able to stuff that takedown. He's going to out-volume him. He's going to light him up on his feet. He's got the height advantage. I think he's going to be pressing forward. He is the hungrier fighter out of both these guys. Chandler's just been coasting since he left Bellator. Gaethje is got something to prove. He's got a chip on his shoulder. I can't see this going any other way. I see Gaethje all the way.
I agree with you 100% and everything you just said. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. Justin Gaethje, look at his last 5. His only losses to Khabib. Look at Michael Chandler, recency bias. He got knocked out by Du Bronx, Charles Oliveira, who's not really a knockout artist, And Justin Gaethje, the 4 wins he does have, all by knockout, all against known names. The chat seems to be mixed. There's a lot of hate on Chandler. On Gaethje, and a lot of love for Chandler. Live round 1, Simple Jack. Chandler, I think, wins this. Justin been complaining, leaning toward Chandler. Chandler said he's going to make it a complete MMA fight. But so the chat's kind of mixed. But I'm going with Gaethje too. Like I said, I'm confident too. I don't dislike Chandler, but I'm fading him here because I think Chandler's not at Gaethje's. I think Chandler should fight people like Rafael Fiziev, or he's not ready for top 5. I think
he's not ready for fucking Gaethje. There's no
That's what I'm saying. He's not ready for. He's decent, but he's not ready for Gaethje. He should have fought somebody before this.
Yes.
He got thrown in, but the thing was he had that impressive win over Dan Hooker. That's what made him jump up the rankings and get the position. What is he, 4? Or what's his ranking?
Gaethje's 3. I think Chandler's 5.
Yeah, and he shouldn't be 5.
Let me just double check that before I talk out of my ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check it too. I got
because Gaethje's 3, Chandler's 6. All right, I was close.
Yeah, you were close. Yep. And but I don't think he should. I don't know. I think he should be double-digit rank, 10.
So, in this one here, I'm gonna lean with the bookies. Bookies are going Justin Gaethje by KO, TKO, or sub -120. That is the heaviest number we got going on here. I think Gaethje does it within distance. I'm not crazy how comfortable I'm on the prop bet with that one, but I do think Gaethje does it within distance. So I'm all over Gaethje at -220. That's a parlay piece for me.
If you look at just look at the top 15 lightweights. See, Chandler, he should be fighting somebody like Gregor Gillespie, or like I said, Rafael Fiziev. That would have been, but Rafael Fiziev is going to go Brad Riddell. There's other people I don't think he's ready for Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje, I think, said it. Even Benny Dariush. But that would be a good fight. Justin Gaethje versus Beneil Dariush. That would have been but that one I'd be on the fence. But here I'm on Justin Gaethje big time. Nah. So we're both in agreement with that. Yeah, that Gillespie versus Justin, that would have been a good fight too. But I like the opinions of the chat though. I don't know why Justin is such a big favorite. I don't think he should be that big, but still I think it's kind of warranted. He's not 300, so 209 I have it. That's 2-1. That's not bad. That I would have put it like maybe 170 around there, -170, something like that. But anyway, what's next?
Next we've got Shane Burgos versus Billy Quarantillo.
Billy Q.
Yeah, Billy Q.
This one. This is going to be a tough fight to pick too. I've flipped a couple times on this, but
me too.
Okay, Shane Burgos, he's coming off that loss to Edson Barboza where he had that delayed knockout. Did you watch that fight? He like got punched and then there was like a couple seconds and then he fell, which was just odd to me, which is still odd to me. I don't get it. But Billy Q is coming off a win against Mowgli. Gabriel Benitez, TKO round 3. Before that, though, he had a shitty fight against Gavin Tucker, which I had money on Billy Q to win, and he let me down.
Yeah.
I know. He let me down with that. And that's why so what happened? So then I took Gabriel Benitez to beat Billy Q, and I lost money again. Billy Q's been costing me money every time I bet, and I throw his name in there. Shane Burgos, on the other hand, though, well, I lost money on him too. I picked him against Edson Barboza. He let me down there, so I
actually won money on him that one. I mean, I picked Barboza on that one. That was good.
Oh, good for you. I remember, but Shane Burgos, he's the local guy too. He's gonna have more fan favorites because he's out of New Jersey.
Oh, he's a fucking local guy. Yeah, he's from
Tiger Schulman.
Yeah,
there's like 3 branches in North Jersey by itself. So anyway, Shane Burgos, local North Jersey guy, so he's gonna have the home crowd backing him up. Billy Q,
by the way, I just want to put it in there. Both those losses, if I remember well, were fight of the night. They were exciting fights. So, kind of.
I mean, let's open up his Tapology. He about better. I am gonna watch your stream. I will. Tapology has both Shane Burgos and Billy Q both have 3 losses as pros. Let's examine them. Back-to-back losses for Shane Burgos. He lost to Josh Emmett. Not a good look. Josh Emmett's not that great. I guess he's all right, 15-2.
He's not bad.
Yeah, I guess. Edson Barboza, though, that was that weird knockout, okay? But he's a -200 moderate favorite. I think it's about the same too. That's the Tapology odds, but I think still -200. Billy Q, though, handsome Billy Q. He's coming off that win to Mowgli, then that loss to Gavin Tucker, but before that he's got he beat Kyle Nelson by KO, beat Spike Carlisle, who's not in the UFC anymore, but I used to like that redheaded dude. That was a unanimous decision. He beat Jacob Kilburn, another UFC guy. Let's expand. Let's expand and see. Oh man, Kamwela Kirk.
Deep dive.
Beat him by punches. Remember we mentioned him earlier. And before that was in the Contender Series. Before that, it was all regional King of the Cage fighting. So Kama Worthy, he's got a win over Kama Worthy and Strike Off. That I didn't know that. So it pays to go through these old fights just to see if you know any notable names. But yeah, Kama Worthy, that's a good win, I guess. But the thing is, I think he's made Gavin Tucker that fight sucked. He's horrible. But then he made up for it against Mowgli. He looked like a totally different fighter. I think he learned from his loss to Gavin Tucker. And I like the underdog here. I'm going to take Billy Q. He's a plus 170. I'm only because that Shane Burgos, that wacky. Let's pull up Shane Burgos's expand him. Edson Barboza, that wacky round 3 right hook, delayed knockout. That was odd. And who was he bought? He beat Mr. Finland, who everybody beats Mr.
I
Finland.
hope so, yeah.
Cub Swanson. Everybody beats Cub Swanson too. And before, he beat Boston Strong Charles Rosa.
Yeah.
He beat that guy. He beat Bill Algeo. I mean, he's got some Shane Burgos. In the amateurs, he beat Ricky Bandejas. He's got some good wins. I'm not, fading Shane Burgos at all because, like I said, I've been on the fence. I flip-flop back and forth a few times. Man, what's your take on this? Who you got? You going with Shane?
Yeah, I'm all over Shane on this one. I'm going with local boy. I like the local boy. I mean, I'm not gonna Edson Barbosa, Josh Emmett. All right, cool. I get it. His other loss to Calvin Guitar. I'm not gonna fade that one either. I mean, Guitar is a decent guy. As far as Billy Q goes, I'm not crazy about any of his wins. Benitez was 22.
I like his last win. He looked really good in it.
Yeah, he did. But I mean, Benitez is a fucking joke. I mean, I don't like Benitez at all. I'm not a big fan of him. So, I mean,
Mbe saying Burgos had a stroke or seizure or something.
Yeah, he did. All right, I get it. That was a one-time thing, though. Dr. Penfield, I smell burnt toast. I don't like his win over Kyle Nelson. I don't like his win over Spike Carlisle.
Look, Noah Allen saying Spike should have beat Billy. I don't remember watching that fight, but
I don't know. I'm not sold. Billy Q has not sold me yet.
And
I don't know with local boy.
Billy Q is from Florida. That's what Tapology said. He's from Tampa, so it's not a New York thing.
No. Definitely home crowd's going to be on Shane Burgos' side. So
yeah,
I'm going to
he's
pick the Hurricane
definitely North Jersey. Look at Simple Man. They're all scrubs.
I don't know why this fight is on the main
Simple
card.
Man's a New Yorker. He's local. He's a local New Yorker. He knows all these spots, all these local guys. Look back at Burgos fights and see how much he gets dropped or rocked.
Let's talk odds, though, for a second.
Real news, Billy by decision.
Shane Burgos is, what are the odds here? Shane Burgos
and yeah, I do
minus
think
188, Billy Q plus 162.
Yeah, I'm taking the plus money here. I got a plus 170 Billy Q. Man, place that bet right now. I'm placing Billy Q bet half a unit. Plus 170, place bet.
Mbe, he's not coming back too soon.
Yeah, he is. Shane Burgos, yeah, he is. He got that seizure or whatever. He got whatever that thing. He got rocked and it was delayed. It's like his brain told him
August,
after
September, October. That was 6 months ago.
Yeah, he's a year. After that one, this is like his synapses weren't firing right, and it's like, oh, I just got knocked out. His brain told his body after the fact.
You've been knocked out. You've been knocked out before, right?
I've been tapped out. I've been submitted out. I've never been punched out. Never been like knocked out like by punches. I wasn't
knocked out in football.
Oh, I never. No, I was a lineman. So I don't know.
I got knocked out in football, but I mean, I get it. Shit like that happens. I've also knocked a bunch of people out in football.
Your boy, Aaron Rodgers got COVID. He's not starting. It's Jordan Love.
Yeah, I know.
Hot take. Take who are they playing? Cardinals or no? Who's Green Bay playing? Oh, the Chiefs, right?
Let's see who we got here. We're not on football yet. Football comes out for fucking MMA.
We'll get to that after. But anyway, let's get back to this. Shane Burgos, Billy Q. I'm taking the plus money. I'm taking Billy Q. Because of that, I'm fading Shane Burgos because of that weird knockout thing. I don't think he's recovered from that, and I don't like him. My knee. Anyway, we'll talk about football later.
Yes,
okay,
they're playing the Chiefs, and
who'd you decide?
7.
Are you taking the plus money or are you taking the local favorite?
I'm going with local favorite. I'm all over Burgos on this one.
Awesome, good. You want a t-shirt bet on this one? You know what? I always make the t-shirt bet when I'm always get the underdog. That's why I keep losing these t-shirts. That's why, because I always end up taking an underdog. You never take an underdog t-shirt bet. But you know what? I'll take a t-shirt bet on this. You wanna?
Let's do it.
All right, t-shirt bet. T-shirt. I sent you one today, but you won't get it until January, it says, because you live in bumfuck British Columbia. So it said, yeah. Oh, I was like, oh, he'll probably get it maybe mid-December. No, January, after Christmas. Oh, yeah. And that was the second option. My first t-shirt I wanted to give you, the charge for shipping was more than the t-shirt.
Yeah, like, that's usually the way it goes.
But
no, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
dude.
But
I just sent you a t-shirt from Thailand. Come on.
Okay. What we got next? Oh, now we're on Frankie Edgar, yeah?
Oh my God. All right. So I think you throw all the stats out the window on this one. Frankie Edgar versus Marlon Vera. I'm all over Marlon Vera. I don't know whether Frankie Edgar still has what it takes.
I agree. He doesn't. He's 40 years old. I don't care if he's a local favorite because he's from Tom's River, New Jersey, or wherever. I think I met Frankie Edgar, when I used to do jiu-jitsu in Philadelphia. That was in 2008. That was 2008 when he was like a hot prospect. I remember it was like a big deal. Frankie Edgar is coming to Balance Studios this Saturday, and you got to pay extra money just to roll around with Frankie Edgar. I did it because I was a corny cornball. Oh, Frankie Edgar. Oh shit. But anyway, yeah. And I had my picture. I think if you go in the archives of Facebook on my Facebook page, like way back, I think there's a picture of me and him next to each other with a fist up or something stupid. But anyway, Frankie Edgar, good guy, but he's 40 years old. Come on, you got to know when it's done. And the last time I mentioned him is a moment of silence after Corey Sandhagen flying knee knocked him into another realm, into a complete different dimension. So I got, and plus, who else? The Korean Zombie, didn't he handle business with Frankie Edgar before that? Let's pull up his Tapology.
Let me pull it up. I got to pull it up.
Yeah. I think
it hasn't been a good road for him. He did. I mean, he lost Corey Sandhagen, Chan Yun Song, Max Holloway, Ortega, Aldo.
Oh, he did. He's got a win in there though. Pedro Munhoz split decision though.
That was a split decision, and that was ugly. Ugly.
I know. He beat Cub Swanson, who everybody likes to beat. Cub Swanson. He beat Yair Rodriguez, who is not in the UFC anymore, right? Or is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
Who?
Yair Rodriguez. Didn't he get dropped down to like Bellator or something?
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me.
Little Heathen Jeremy Stevens is that guy. He's been, but I mean, we're starting to go back now. 2015.
Yeah.
Where's his pro?
Stop,
look at this is when I met him is back here. 2000 when he lost to Gray Maynard in 2008. That's around the time when I met him.
That's back when he was really good. That was just before his fucking rise to fame.
Well, that was also 2008. That's a ton of years ago. That's
this has got to be a retirement fight for him. I don't think he's going to win either.
That Sean Shirk, that was a good fight. BJ Penn, he beat BJ Penn back to back twice. But then he lost to Smooth Benson Henderson, who is now Bellator Warrior. Lost to him back to back twice. Then Jose Aldo. Yeah, it's just you got to know when to say when. And Frank Edgar, 40 years old. It'd be different if he was heavier, but this is a bantamweight, 135. You can't be 40 and compete at bantamweight against the Cheeto Marlon Vera, who I know Gray Maynard was a badass, but and Sean Shirk was a steroid junkie. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But oh yeah, definitely. But anyway, I'm taking Cheeto. I'm taking Marlon Vera. He's coming off a win against live Davy Grant. Davy Grant is a hot prospect, right, from the UK, right?
Yep.
And plus he beat Sugar Shane. I know he hit him in the nerve with that calf kick, against Sugar Mosley, is it Mosley? What's his name?
Yeah, Sugar Shane. But I mean, I like his dominance over Sean O'Malley. Like, honestly,
Sean O'Malley. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Sean O'Malley.
Dominant.
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, Sugar Sean.
Yep. And he
got fucking schooled by Vera, by a fucking skilled MMA fighter.
Well, I didn't like.
I don't think
Sugar Sean was like, "Oh, that was a fluke. I want a rematch," and Vera was like, "Nope, fuck you. Nope, I'm not. I already beat you. Nope." And so it was kind of like, and he was a huge underdog in that fight too. Huge underdog. Yep.
Marlon Vera,
Shane Mosley. Yeah, I know. There's a boxing reference. I know. I'm the Yingling's starting to hit. So, but I'm sensible enough to take Cheeto, Marlon Vera.
Yeah. I mean, even at minus 163, I think that's a safe parlay bet.
Is that what you got? I know mine is like I have better odds than you so far.
I got Frankie Edgar at plus 137.
I got Marlon at minus 142. That's a nice one. Frankie Edgar plus 122. So my odds are better for me if you're taking Vera.
Yep.
Minus 142. What'd you say? 157?
163 for Vera. Minus 163 and plus 137 for Frankie. I'm all over Vera here. Easy.
Me too. That's a parlay piece for me too.
I'm okay with that.
Circle it. Okay.
Done.
Let's see what Dev the dude's here now. It's good, boys. Hey, Dev. And he's on Frankie Edgar. Oh boy, you know who else? eBay's is all high on Frankie Edgar. You guys realize he's a 40-year-old bantamweight, right? And Marlon Vera is decent, right? And he's 29, 28.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking hard. Don't do it. Be the old man's strength.
Oh, look. Edgar by decision. Vera gets robbed more than Bobby, and bad wrestling defense. That is a path to victory. If Edgar does have good wrestling, he's like, his whole career is based on wrestling. That's his base. That's where he's coming from, wrestling. But Marlon Vera, man, those leg kicks and body kicks, and Frankie Edgar has been getting sent to the moon by Corey Sandhagen. So
are we going stats?
Edgar decision. Yeah, let's hear some stats. Do you have a fight time? Because Vera gasses. Dev the dude saying Vera gasses. Do you have fight time stats or no?
Oh, of course we do.
Okay, what's their average fight time?
Hang on, give me a second.
There's a big database for Frankie Edgar. you could go back.
I know. Okay.
Many a fight.
Average fight time for Frankie Edgar, 16.29. So 16 minutes, 29 seconds.
That's
so he's usually going the extra rounds. But I mean, he has been in so many championship fights. Like, I get it. Marlon Vera, 11.02.
That's not bad. And he hasn't been in a lot of 5-round fights. He's been mostly a 3-rounder, right? Has he? Yeah. I'm going.
And he's finished most of his fights.
First 28. This is prime. Yeah, I'm on Vera, and I'm pretty confident. And I like Frankie Edgar too. God bless him. He's a good guy. Good fella. Good New Jersey native. But I'm gonna take the Marlon Vera. Where's he out of? Like California, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter.
If you lost to Sandhagen, he's gonna lose to Vera.
I don't know. I think Sandhagen take it to Marlon Vera too. Look at Sandhagen went rounds with Piotr Jan, made it a contest, made it Really, I was sweating for a little bit, but then I realized it's Petr Yan, pound for pound best fighter in UFC. Okay, are we at the co-main event?
Yes, we are.
Yes,
oh my goodness.
we are.
Oh, this one's gonna hurt me. I don't want to talk about this one. We got Rose Namajunas against Weili Zhang. It's sad. I miss my Rose losing on this one. I really am. I feel bad.
Yeah, I agree. Thug Rose. I mean, you know, Florida, when they fought the first time, Florida was all against, Rose was like doing the red is dead, the Chinese and everybody. This was like the first fight after Corona, and they were calling Weili Zhang Mrs. Corona and Mrs. COVID and shit. And everybody was against her. Like they're booing her. She's not used to that. She was expecting cheers because she's, her. And if you watch the whole, like the face-offs, they have the lead in to the co-main event stuff. Weili Zhang's like, the past is the past. I've learned a lot from that loss, and she was like, yeah, she pretty much in her Chinese, she was like, it was a fluke. It was a fluke kick that got me, and I wasn't really even done. She just happened to pounce, and she was like, I've learned a lot from that loss, and I am better. And I think I picked her the first time. I'm gonna pick her again. I'm picking Weili Zhang over Thug Rose. And this time it's in New York, which the crowd still was kind of buoy toward Zhang, but not as much.
Of course.
Not as much as it was in Florida. Florida, there are a bunch of yahoos down there, and they were all. It was catered. It was kind of catered for Thug Rose to win because of the whole first fight since COVID. The first like audience since the COVID era. You know what I mean? Thug Rose representing the U.S. against the Chinese Red. Red is dead and all this. Yeah. Now
Dev the Dude, Tiger Garcia.
Zhang is gonna get the revenge now.
Yeah. You got to see it, because you know what? There's got to be a third fight. There has to be a third fight. So Weili Zhang's going to win this one. She's going to get the belt. Rose is going to try and come back.
And Weili Zhang's going to defend it. She's going to defend it. I think if they fought 10 times, Weili Zhang wins 7 of them.
At least. Yeah,
I think.
I agree. I'm all over it. Yeah, I get it. I got Zhang. I am probably the biggest Rose fan you've got out there.
I don't know. Ty Garcia. Rose got this easy.
Yeah, Ty Garcia's on crack. Don't listen to Ty. Right? Put the fucking pipe down. It's not necessary.
Oh, look at Noah Allen saying Trevor Whitman's going 0-3. Trevor Whitman he's cornering Rose, Justin Gaethje, and Kamaru Usman. He's going 2-1. He's going 2-1. I think so too. I agree too. Not to spoil the main event, but yeah, I'm on Weili Zhang. She looks tough as nails. I know Thug Rose was, she was like the darling of that Florida card. She was like Weili Zhang was going against a lot to try to beat her. Everything was going for Rose.
Thug Rose got lucky. Thug Rose got lucky and knocked her out. And you know what? I don't even know how much she was out. I get it. She was knocked down.
She kind of bounced right back up, but then Thug Rose
a different ref would have kept that going.
And the ref called it. And even after he called it, like Zhang was like, I'm here. I'm up.
But,
I'm ready. I'm
on a championship fight. On a championship fight, that is very heavily favored to fucking Rose.
Should have got that Russian Kiziev or whatever, that guy that got fired last week. You should have brought him in. He would have never called it. Kiziev? Remember that? You know about the Russian ref there that got fired after that?
Yeah. I wonder why. Seriously.
Or they should have got what's his name? This guy, what's his name? He also got fired for never.
Oh fuck! Yamasaki.
Yeah, Yamasaki. He would have never called that.
No,
But anyway,
that was a horrible point deduction. That was a horrible round call. All of it was bad. Fortunately, it all worked out in the end, and the proper guy won. He should have won by KO. I had him by KO on Tapology, and then it ended up being the decision. Oh well, it should have been a KO, but
yeah,
you know
Yamaguchi. I like Yamaguchi. He's awesome. You know, MMA, the MMA genie who is now paying fight predictions, was the only person to interview Yamaguchi after he got fired, which I thought was awesome because MMA genie, what's he, 14? It's just awesome.
He might be.
But anyway,
he's not driving yet.
Rose footwork is too nice, and the fight is in a bigger cage. All right, man. I appreciate everybody's opinions. I see it going Zhang's way for sure.
There's got to be a trilogy. They are making this a trilogy. This will be a trilogy. Come on now.
And I think Zhang's going to get it within distance too. I don't even think it's going to go a decision. I think she's going to put Thug Rose down on the ground and do a little ground and pound herself, get a little revenge. How you like my ground and pound, bitch. That's what I think she's going to do. Let's see what the odds are.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. Odds are Rose plus 100, Weili Zhang minus 125.
Oh, see, I'm at minus number for both. Weili Zhang's minus 118, Rose minus 102. So this is even the bookies don't know which way. This is kind of a almost coin flip for them too. But
I think they're leaning Weili Zhang. I really do.
I'm leaning Weili Zhang for sure. I'm gonna circle that. That's a potential parlay piece too.
Now, in a 5-round fight, in a 5-round women's fight, does this go decision or does this go the distance?
No, I told you Zhang is going to finish it. It's not going 5 rounds. I think Zhang is going to finish it before 3 rounds, or maybe 3rd round. It's not going to go into championship rounds. I don't believe. That's just my opinion. Rose on the ground
distance on Bet365. Fight going the distance minus 110. Fight not going the distance minus 125.
Zhang is blacker. Way not that good. Rose all day. Rose on the ground is dangerous. Rose gets disrespected. Rose 3rd round. Books on Zhang. Rose now plus 100.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm on Zhang also. Weili Zhang.
So am I. I'm sorry, Rose. I love you. I love you. If Barry ever wants to fucking break up with you, I'm here for you. Come move to the mountains in BC. Love Rose. I wish she would grow her hair back. She was so hot when she grew her hair. Whatever.
Yeah. Weili Zhang chopped her hair off the day after she took that loss to Rose Namajunas. She chopped all her hair off to like short buzz cut, and now it's growing out a little bit. She looks like a Chinese boy. But so does Thug Rose kind of. They both look like boys. Like
Thug's so hot.
I guess if you're into that little boy look. Whatever floats your boat, Dave.
Dick. I like Rose, long-haired Rose. Not the boy look. Props to Holly Holm. I'm there for you too. If ever you need somebody, I hear you're single. Maybe.
Look, Zhang had that Michael Jackson fake Chinese crap jacket. That's the best comment in the whole chat all day because she did in the and did you watch like any of the media day stuff?
No, I didn't catch it.
Let's go into the main event because Kobe Covington was running his mouth so bad, talking shit on Kamaru Usman. He's like, I feel bad for your mom. She's got a scammer husband that's in jail, and she's got a cheating son that's a fake newsman and all this crap. And he was like totally just shitting on him. And then Kamaru Usman's like, you can't stop thinking about me. I'm in your head all day. I'm up there in your head just shitting everywhere, pissing everywhere. You can't get me off your brain. Oh, it's great. And Kobe Covington had that cotton candy looking suit, like
oh my god,
looking like cotton candy Fago.
Like he is playing this card hard. Like he is like literally going out and buying the cheapest suits he can find. And he used to wear nice suits. Like he used to be all dressed up, but all of a sudden this fucking character came in, and he has been playing this character so well.
Oh
well
yeah,
done.
He's
well
hamming
done.
it up as the, what do they call it, the heel. Yeah, he's playing the heel card.
Good
and he's
job.
playing it
Like
so,
honestly, I think he peaks Chael like by a lot. Like I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with how he's changed his persona. And he was almost cut from the UFC, but then he started changing his thing, and he got controversial, got the fucking support. I mean, like
he's a good fighter too. He's
fucking decent. He has no business being in the ring with Kamaru Usman, but that's beside the point.
I'm gonna pull up his Tapology. He's 16-2. His only losses are to Kamara and Warley Alves back in 2015. But if you look through, let's see who he's beat. I mean, Max Griffin, Damian Maia, RDA, Robbie Lawler, that 2019 Robbie Lawler though. Tyrone Woodley, who he's been in and out. Like he can be great, but he can be shitty too. Who Brian Barberena. Besides them, there's no like really great notable names. And interesting facts about Kamaru Usman: never 100% takedown defense. Never been taken down ever in his entire career. I'm confident Usman's gonna take this. I mean, Kobe Covington can run his mouth all he wants, but it's just talk.
Doesn't matter.
When it comes down,
it's a great sales pitch. He's gonna get some tickets in. All the guys will be there.
All these wins: Robbie Lawler, decision; RDA, decision; Damian Maia, decision; Dong Hyun Kim, decision; Brian Barberena, decision. He's a decision guy. All these wins are by decision, and he's not going to get a decision against Kamaru Usman, who can't be taken down. And Kamaru Usman, he broke his jaw. Didn't he break his jaw last time? That he tried to stand up and strike with him? Yeah. Usman all day. And that's why he's a minus 275 favorite, too, in my book. But I already got him in a parlay. And I don't know a lot of – there's a couple, like, the cappers that I watched, just a couple of them that are taking Kobe Covington. But the majority, I want to say 8 out of 10 that I watched are all on the side with Kamaru Usman. But who was it? Dev, the dudes, whoever said Whitman's going 0-3 is or no, he was saying 3-0. Somebody said 0-3 for Trevor Whitman, and Trevor Whitman is Kamaru Usman's coach also. So but yeah, I'm taking Usman. Kobe Covington said, I'm gonna call your dad's parole officer and see if I can get the fight into the jail so he can watch it.
That's a great trash talk. Like honestly, that's like the old school WWE or WWF, the old school fucking trash talking. I love it. The cheap suits, playing the heel. Like honestly, he's bettering Chael by a mile. And Chael was a guy who went to Brazil and said, all you Brazilians fucking suck.
Oh yeah.
Like really? Come on now. That's cool.
I was a Chael. I'm a Chael fan. I always have.
So am I. But I mean, he can't pick worse shit, first of all. But like honestly,
oh I know.
That ballsy, and to be perfectly honest with you, he almost fucking beat Silva that fucking night. It was that fucking close. It was close. But anyways, regardless of Chael, Colby Covington playing the greatest heel since Chael Sonnen.
These guys really
probably the best heel ever. I'm impressed.
But it's not a complete act either. These guys really do hate each other. They don't like oh, you know what's good about Colby Covington? Since you didn't watch Media Day, John Morgan asked him a question about, are you going like do you think something, I forget what it was, but he goes, but Colby Covington goes, look, flabby butt, why don't you do 10 push-ups and then I'll answer your question, because you said I don't deserve being in this spot anyway. He said that to John Morgan. I bet you Vlad was loving it.
I know. Yeah, it probably was. Probably was. Seriously. Where's my cowboy shirt? Oh. Wait a second. Represent.
Oh. But
look, yeah, my beer's the same color.
Oh, you're drinking that no-name Pilsner again. That's odd. That's a weird. I look for that beer. I can't even find it. Is there a brand on that? It just says Pilsner. Is there a brand?
Yeah, it's old style Pilsner. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like it's a cheap.
It's like getting a white can that just says in black letters beer.
Yeah, and
except this one says
count the rabbits.
Pilsner is a type of beer.
Pilsner, you got to count the rabbits. I know, I get that, but you got to find. I mean, if you're too drunk to count the rabbits on the can, then it's a problem.
Oh, stop right there. What's that little yellow underneath? Oh, that says beer, and it's in German too. It says beer and beer, so it's German.
No, it says beer and beer in French. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Lower it down a little bit. Lower it down. What's that? Right above Pilsner, what's that say? Oh, it says old style.
Pilsner. Old style Pilsner.
That's so weird. I drink branded beer. It's a Canadian thing, like Caribou.
It's a cheap fucking beer. It tastes like Corona.
Oh, it says Pfizer. Is it a Pfizer beer? Pfizer makes that. They make just that in the vaccine. Speaking of beer, I'm gonna go get another one of these tall boys. Keep the chat entertained. I'll be back in a second.
All right, where am I at? Yeah, Canadians love Pfizer. Yeah, whatever. I got stuck. It happened. I'm over it. I used to carry those to China Creek and the Vancouver Skate Plaza. But better, where are you from? You guys are scaring me. Anybody from BC? No, there's no Canadian here. Real news. You're Simple Jack. Yeah, Ty Garcia, Noah Allen, about there. All these guys. Thanks very much for joining, guys.
It's a Canadian thing, like Caribou. Awesome. All right, let's we're gonna go through now, and we're gonna find out all our consensus picks, the ones we agree upon. Okay, and then we're gonna pick the ones we agree upon. We're gonna make a couple of 3-leg parlays. So, starting with the first thing, you're taking Odie Osborne, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm taking CJ Vergara, so we don't agree upon that. Then we're both taking Melseek Bagdasarian.
I really want to take Souza though.
I kind of do. He's not a parlay piece, but I'm
taking at minus 334, Dogger pass. Move on.
Dustin Jacoby, we're both on him.
Yeah.
Once again, not a parlay piece.
No, he's minus 400.
Not
worth it.
You like John Vellante. I like Huggy. I like Beast Boy Chris Barnett. We differ there.
Pass.
We're both on Ian Gary, but once again, no value.
He's
like minus 400. I think he's the biggest favorite on the card, right?
Correct. Him and Jacoby.
Yeah, both of those guys are huge favorites. Now, this next one, are you taking Edmund Shabazian or Nasruddin Imavov?
I gotta take the Russian gangster Imanov.
That's me too. I'm taking Imavov also.
Minus 125.
Is he minus 125?
Yep.
Right. I'll jot that down. Just potential. We're both on Phil Hawes, but he's a ridiculous favorite.
Minus 334.
Yeah. Ally Quinta plus money.
Right? I think we're both on him, right?
Yeah. Plus what? What is he?
Plus 162 on my book.
All right. I'll what is he on mine? He is plus 160. Close enough. 160. Okay. Alex Pereira. I think he's reasonable too. He's like minus
250.
Something is minus 250. Okay. Marlon Vera. Marlon Vera. He's what's he? Minus 170 or something? Minus
Vera
142.
is 163. Minus 160.
I got minus 142. That might be a good leg. Then we're split on Billy Q, Shane Burgos. Because you're taking
I like Burgos.
And I like Billy Q. Then we're confident with Justin Gaethje. What's it?
Minus
what's
220.
He at?
Yep.
220. Whaley, that's minus like 120, right? 118 something.
Whaley's minus 125.
And finally, Kamaru is minus 275 or some shit. Right? Yeah, I got minus 275 for Kamaru.
Yeah, okay. Kamaru's minus 334. He's out of it for me.
So
I got to prop bet it.
We can make couple 3-leg parlays. We got let's see what the chat is throwing out. Thug Rose, no thank you. Okay. So I'm gonna go up the chat for quite a bit. Let's go back to starting here with Caribou. Okay. Pfizer. Oh, About Better. He used to live in Canada. There you go. Talking Vancouver Skate Plaza. China Creek. I don't know any of that. That's all you. I don't know. He's an East Vancouver guy. That's why.
Yeah, that's about like 8 hours away from me by drive.
Now he's from Chicago. Okay. Ty Garcia's from Houston. Sweet. Texan. My son is on Vancouver Island. Isn't that where they filmed Alone? That show Alone, where they got just leave people out there for like.
Oh yeah, months? Like they filmed that on the Vancouver coast. I mean, it's Canada. It's fucking huge, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Still, like that place is like 10 hours away from me. Easy.
Melsa KO is plus money. That's a good bet, but these are just straight win. We're not going to prop them. Upstate New York here, Rochester for Simple Jacks. I'm Central New York, Simple Jack. Central New York. I'm by like Utica. That's about 3.5 hours from Rochester. Don't take Souza. I'm not. He wants to, not me. But that's worth a hedge bet because he's got a better resume, better past fights. Yeah. Melsik Baldessarian has who'd he beat besides Colin Anglin? Nobody. Ian Gary, yeah, but he's minus 400. Just past that. Al Iaquinta. Yeah, I like that one. He's on one of them.
Yeah.
Al Iaquinta. I'm gonna put him into one.
I like the Al Iaquinta, Imanov, and Vera parlay.
Yeah, that should pay out decent. Let's see.
Plus 663.
Simple Jack. I saw my name with the girl that she becomes a gangster and then it becomes a cop. I have 2 episodes left, but that's a killer. My name. That's a killer Korean TV series for sure. Love it. But back to this. Okay, we are Al Iaquinta, Marlon Vera, and Imavov.
Take a ferry tomorrow.
Though, I'm not very confident on Imavov because Edmund Shabazian, he's game. He could. How about
all right.
How about what? Oh man, the rest of how about Wei Li? I like Wei Li.
Minus 125. I'm comfortable. Easy.
Okay, so
same number plus 663 for
all right,
Ale Quinte, Vera, and Zhang. Yeah, I'm plus
I'm gonna
60.
do it.
Oh, I'm all over it. Done.
Zhang, I'm making this right now. Zhang,
Oh boy.
Ally Quinta plus 160. I love that. That's value right there, all over that. And who was the other one? Vera.
Ale Quinte, Vera, and Zhang.
Marlon Vera minus 142.
Yeah.
So there's 3-fight parlay. We'll pay out a plus 718. Not bad. Place bet. Oh, odds changed on Vera from minus 142 to minus 145. Went a little bit, but still a plus 710. Plus 710.
Better than me.
What's yours come out to be?
Plus 663. So a $100 bet makes me $760.31. Place bet.
Good on you. Good on you. My bankroll's not as deep as yours, but
$760 for a $100 bet on Ale Quinte, Vera, and Zhang. I'm all over it. All over it. $100 bet to pay off $760. Yeah, we're there.
You cashed on one.
Yeah, I did.
Week.
Thank God I did. Oh my God,
the week before when I did horrible. We did a 3-leg parlay in the show that cashed big.
Made me over $1,000.
Yeah,
it was good.
All right,
Thank
so
God. That was a horrible night. That saved my ass.
Okay, I'm gonna clean this up and post it. So we got Wei Li.
Still up.
These are my odds. Are a little bit different than yours, but not too far.
You got better odds than me.
Yep. Which is odd. Usually they're right on.
I know. Usually I'm bet 365 is pretty good. Oh, about better. Let me check my bankroll. See how I've done over the last little couple of weeks. 3, 4. Let's go over the last year. Let me check my bankroll. Yep, I'm doing pretty good. That's the way it goes.
I was plus 710. And chat and show. There we go. Wei Li Zhang, Ally Quinta, Marlon Vera, 3-leg parlay plus 710.
Great odds.
I got some beers, about better. I drink the big beers. Not too many, just enough to. I don't want to get too. Oh, that stuff will hurt you. Last time I drank non-beer, I started doing some stupid shit I wish I could take back. You know, that 8-hour live stream where I don't give a shit about my job. Look at all these drugs I do. Yeah.
And it's still on YouTube, by the way.
Lesson learned. I mean, well, now
I have some regrets for that night too, by the way. I have some serious regrets.
If anyone ever says anything, I'm just gonna tell them it was CBD. I was just joking. Just jokes. It's just jokes, guys. I mean, you do drugs. And I don't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
Brian Ortega is still sexy.
I kind of fell off of Kyler Phillips. I lost my taste. I'm switching to Billy Q now. He's my new man. But I was on Kyler Phillips because he had that flowing locks of hair, but I don't like his face anymore.
I am comfortable in my sexuality to appreciate a good-looking man like Brian Ortega. By the way, I'm okay with it.
Who's that? Who's the Korean guy? Just got just got body backpacked by I like him, but Sting, that's his nickname. Sung Woo Choi. Yeah, I like Sung Woo Choi, but he's handsome. But man, it sucked his last fight. That sucked against that Afro Samurai or somebody or Bruce Leroy, whatever. Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. Anyway, let's make another one. So we got that one. Now let's make another one with a whole different flock. It's going to be kind of chalky, but it'll be probably pay out better. I mean, not better, but it'll probably the chances will pay out. We'll throw Imavov in. He'll keep it low. Imavov, Gaethje.
I'm watching the chat. Okay.
Okay. Imavov, Gaethje, and that first page, there's nobody even on there worth. They're all crap. Either that or we don't agree. Otherwise, they're all crap odds.
No, I mean those are great fucking like little scratch off tickets. I mean, Jacoby, you gotta admit he's got to be a guaranteed one. Ian Gary's got guaranteed.
That would have to be a bigger parlay. I can't just you can't pick 3 fights to be plus 110. You know, you gotta throw it. If we do them, let's do a heavy favorite parlay then, like a 4-1. So Melsik Bagdasaryan. No, you don't like. You want to do Souza. You're not comfortable with that. Okay, that's fine. Dustin Jacoby. Okay, Dustin Jacoby. Ian Gary. What's another heavy one? Alex Pereira.
Usman.
Alex Pereira and Usman. So there's 4. That's
plus
and that they should all 4 of those guys should win handedly.
I got plus 184. I'll put $50 on it.
Let's see.
Alex make me 142.
Did you put Alex Pereira in there?
All right, sure. Why not? It's worth $50. That's a fucking scratch off.
Alex Pereira, Usman,
Ian Gary, Dustin Jacoby.
Minus 410. Ian Gary, unreal. And Dustin Jacoby minus 400.
He's not even proven, and he's fucking minus 400. Like, come on, guys. Like, this is such a Patty thing and a fucking Connor thing, and I get it.
I'm at plus 199 with a 4-fight parlay.
I know, I don't like it.
I'm not doing that either.
I don't like it. I'm putting $50 on it to make me 142, but that's still not nice.
Delete. I'm trash canning that shit.
I'm just whatever. It's a fucking $50, whatever. Who cares?
I like our 3-leg parlay that we did though. That's gonna pay out well. The one that's on the screen.
I'm good. I mean, and we got some decent fucking dog scratch off bets. I mean, Souza for me plus 250. I like it.
Yeah, what's up with Halle Berry being at the face off?
She's a fucking MMA fan. She's a huge MMA fan.
Yeah, so what? I don't know.
She's in New York. She fucking contacted Dana. Dana gave her some fucking passes all over that shit.
Yes, so.
Yes,
I think Rose is gonna cry, win or lose.
I hop on my Skidoo and I go to the grocery store and I grab my scratch offs. It's next to the igloo.
With your sled dogs, you get there by sled dog, right? You get there by huskies pulling you.
I got like a bunch of Siberian huskies outside my door here, and we fucking just leash them up and off we go.
I got a mini husky. It's called the corgi in the United States. They're called corgis, and he's right there.
Oh, corgis are awesome.
They're like huskies with half the leg size.
Yeah, you like that cute little tucked in butt. Oh yeah, no, corgis are awesome. I fucking love corgis. That's like the fucking Queen's dog.
Simple Jack. Embe, who you think will win? I like Rose. I don't like Rose at all. Yeah, I don't either.
No, it's over. It's over. I feel bad for her. I love her. I'm such a huge fan. But I mean, it does scream trilogy. This loss will make her career because she gets to fight again in like the next year. So she's going to get paid millions of dollars for this. Any loss is a good loss for her. I get it. She's still going to cash out. I have no expectations on her to win at all. And I don't think she does either, to be perfectly honest with you. I think she got lucky the first fight. I hate to say it. I know about better. You fucking hate it.
Rose Namajunas, career disclosed earnings, $510,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see what Wei Li's made so far.
Chinese. Oh, it's fucking Chinese. It doesn't count. It goes to the
$364,000. But look at her Tapology pictures, just sitting surrounded by all these trophies and ribbons and shit. Yeah, I'm all over Wei Li Zhang Wei Li, however you want to say it. I don't care. No, I think
she's. I mean, and the trilogy's gonna be awesome.
Look at all the green in her fight resume. Just mad green until that last loss. She's beat Jessica Andrade, Tisha Torres, Joanna Jacek, Daniel Taylor. That's that black girl from Bellator now. I mean, she's gone through and she's put her time in. She's got a lot of. What's her record? 21-2. Unreal. And her first loss was her debut. You told you about debut. Your pro debut. Chalk it up to jitters. She got that back. I think she lost to Bo Meng. What's up, Meng? What's up, Bo Meng?
So, do you get banned for watching your own show on YouTube? Does that count?
That's copyright.
Is that copywritten? It's like, okay, so how does that work? Is that actually what happens when?
Don't test it. MMA Parlay King is going to snitch on us. You know what? What's his name?
Just wondering.
Parlay Punch. Remember that guy? What's his name? The one guy from there. Parlay Punch fell apart, but the one dude used to come into the show a lot, into the chat, and ask us stuff about like, do you guys like sour cream in your tacos? What's that guy's name? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
He's always on Instagram. He's like travels around, and he's always asking us weird stuff, like what's your favorite 80s movie or something. He always asks. He's on Vlad's shit too, always asking him like weird, hey, how's the nightclubs in Bulgaria and shit. Like Vlad don't know. He don't go no nightclubs. He hangs out with his roommate that loves Clay Guida. It's just weird. But anyway, that guy told me that night you showed the Bellator fight, he sent me memes of MMA Parlay King, and it's like he's like, after you realize you just snitched on Ranj and the Capra comparison picks showing Bellator, and it was awesome. It was hilarious. What's his name? Aragon. His last name is Aragon. Josh Aragon.
Yeah, okay.
Josh Aragon from Parlay Punch. He's hilarious. He's like, yeah. He goes, MMA Parlay King snitched on you.
Sold you out. Horrible.
Yeah. Simple Jack, the big Gregor Gillespie fan. I'm surprised he's not on this card. He's a Long Island guy native too. He should be on this card, but I think he's got a fight coming up if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I could be wrong. So anyway, let's we made our parlay a 3-leg, and the 4-leg I just don't want to do it. It's not worth. I don't like throwing in Ian Gary -400 and Dustin Jacoby. That's just stupid. That's just, you're not going to make. There's no value there. I'm a plus money junkie, not a even money junkie. But there is probably room to make another one. I'm going to make another one with Imavov. We have to replay some of these maybe. Imavov and what was our first one? Yeah, I don't want to reuse them. And you don't like any of the other guys I like that are underdogs. Screw it. Imavov and Zhang and Ally Quinta. Those three ought to pay off real good because they're the lowest odds that we agree upon.
Okay, which one?
Oh, Whaley, look. Whaley looked like a beast. She looked like a 18-year-old boy with biceps. She got the boy haircut, all that. Yeah, Dirty Red. Yeah, you're right. Edmund Shabazian could win that. That's why I'm not confident with Nasruddin Imavov at all. But what's Phil Hawes' odds? What's his odds?
Phil Hawes minus 334.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Well, it's not great, but it's realistic. I mean, way better than Ian Gary's minus 400. I mean, that's not realistic.
Yeah, fuck that first page. The first page is garbage. Because Melsik Bagdasarian, he's minus 3 something. Dustin Jacoby's minus 400. Ian Gary minus 400. You like John Vellante. I like Chris Barnett. That first page is gone. Nothing. No play there on the first page. Not for the show anyway. But we can make a 4-leg out of these favorites on the second page. That's what we'll do. We're gonna bet online. We're gonna take Kamaru Usman and
Pat Barry is a pound for pound best groomer. He's a fluffer. That was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Thank you.
Kamaru minus 275. Justin Gaethje. Is he in our first parlay? No. Good. Justin Gaethje minus 209. Alex Pereira.
I'll be right back.
Minus 242.
Watch yourselves.
And Phil Hawes minus 305. There's a 4-leg parlay. I'll even throw in none of these other guys. They're all too chalky. 4-leg parlay. Let's see. Pays out plus 278. It's not worth it. It's not for me anyway. But oh look, he puts the on the screen. Is that live? Okay. I like Imavov too. Willie looks like Asian Henry Cejudo. That's hilarious. Pat Barry, pound for pound best groomer.
Sorry, guys. I'm back.
You don't think Fat Chris will ever win the UFC? Don't let me down again. Oh, don't let me down, John. I don't think John Vellante will ever win in the UFC again. Fat Chris has a better record too. We're split on that. He likes Fat John. I like Fat Chris.
Oh, come on. Vellante's got to have this. There is no way that coming out of his own fucking gym, he's coaching himself, for fuck's sake.
Spinning back kick right to Fat John's face. Spinning back elbow from Taekwondo Chris Barnett.
Damn, you guys are horrible.
It was hilarious though. Their face-offs, like I said, they didn't even. It was awesome. I love it.
I can't. No, I can't go with him. I can't go with the fat boy.
I can't go with Jean Blante getting choked out by not even a choke, just quitting from exhaustion.
Oh.
Just that's you got to fade in because of that.
All right, you know what? I bet you Valante's got better cardio than this guy.
That should be our T-shirt fight.
Let's do it.
That should be our T-shirt fight. That's close odds. Yes, that's our T-shirt fight, not the other. What was our other one that we're going to T-shirt bet?
I forgot. I pretty much always win anyways.
Oh, it was Shane Burgos, Billy Q. Fuck that, because that. I've got the underdog here. This is even odds. I got fat Chris. You got fat John. That's our T-shirt bet. T-shirt bet. Write it down. T-shirt bet. Let's go, Beast Boy, 5'9", 264 pounds, Chris Barnett. Yes, that's a great T-shirt fight indeed. Yes, Simple Jack Zhang does have a crush on Kobe. She said he was handsome during media day. Oh, handsome. And then she said the same thing about Michael Chandler too, because she was sitting in between both of them. I feel.
Hey, listen, she'll take any white guy she can get. Oh, is that racist?
Oh, look. No, it's not.
White fighter. I mean, MMA fighter.
5XL T-shirt on the line.
I apologize. Jesus Christ, that's not what I want to say. Fuck.
We can do 2 T-shirts, bet. And look, I got back on Billy Q. I like Billy Q on that Shane Burgos thing.
I still want to see the Tiger Muay Thai one. Come on, man. That one's official. That one's classic. Open that shit up.
Still in the package.
Open that shit up. I want to see it.
I'm gonna wear it I'll wear it for a show next week.
Damn it. It's sexy and shiny.
It is nice and shiny. Look, it costs, what is that? Yen? 800 yen?
I think it's bought.
This is legit from Thailand.
I know.
That's
I
awesome.
fucking shipped that shit around the world for you, motherfucker. You think your shipping was expensive?
I hope it's not Chinese sizes. This Chinese size is going to fit like that Bulgarian cowboy shirt. Like
I fucking looked out for you.
Like an extra medium.
I did good. Check the size on it. I did good.
Yeah, it says 2X. I know. Good. We'll see when I put it on. It looks good. I love it. I love it. I like this one too. I like the Doug Duggart's tackle grapple. I love it. I love especially after I watched the Key and Peele, the skit. I love that.
I know. It's fucking awesome.
Special discount for collegiate females. And then he had a pile of girls, and some old white dude tried to use, not you guy, not you. You stay out of this one. It's awesome. Okay, so let's look at football. You wanna? Is it that time yet?
Fuck, this is gonna be dangerous. I've been so bad. Your fucking Jets killed me. Oh, your fucking Jets.
Well, not last night they didn't.
No, thank God. I made money on them last night. It was fucking brutal the week before. Killed me.
Okay. So, like I told you, Aaron Rodgers is out because of
I know. COVID. So fade your Packers. Yeah.
They're going against the Chiefs. They're getting 7.5 points, but I'm taking the Chiefs to cover that. I'm just gonna make a 3-leg. Okay, and then we're gonna close the show because we've been on for almost 3 hours.
You're degenerate.
I am a degenerate. So what? Okay, your Cowboys have to cover 10 points against the Broncos. Do you think that's going to happen?
I like the over in this one. Over 49.
Oh, that's an interesting take. I agree with you. I'll put that in a parlay. And what else do I feel good on? The shit. It's tough. This is tough.
I like the Chargers to cover 1.5 over the Eagles. I'm big on the Chargers.
Yeah,
the Eagles are fading hard. The Cardinals over the 49ers. I think the Cardinals got this easy. I think the Cardinals are going +2.
You know, Kyler Murray's suspect. He might not play. Something.
We'll
I heard
see.
something. I heard something about that.
Regardless, I still like the +2. But I mean, if that's one to stay away from. The Titans and the Rams. I like the Rams, but it's not worth the money.
Look at you going with the late games. You got any 1 o'clock games? Baltimore should cover 6 points over the Vikings. There we go. I'm thinking a nice parlay. Dolphins are going to hammer the Texans. I think, I don't know. Fuck that game. I'm staying right away from that loser game. I'm staying away from Buffalo Bills because that's too big of a line.
Yeah,
Cleveland Browns. Browns Bengals. I'm going to take the Bengals. -1. There you go.
I got Bengals -2.5. Honestly, at -2.5, I'll take him on the money line at -135.
The Raiders should beat the Giants and cover 3 points. The Giants are horrible.
Giants
Saints should beat the Falcons but I don't know. Falcons are weird. Sometimes they can beat the best. Sometimes they can lose to the worst. So I can't trust them.
Staying away from the Saints completely.
Yeah, I'm staying away from that too. All right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I'm taking away that over 49 on the Broncos, Cowboys. But so I'm just for wins. I got 5-game parlay. I'm gonna round robin that. I have the Ravens covering 6 points over the Vikings. I got the Bengals covering 1 point over the Browns. Vegas covering 3 points over the Giants. The Chargers covering 1.5 over the Eagles. And finally, the Chiefs cover at home covering 7.5 over Green Bay without Aaron Rodgers. Those 5 games altogether plus 2,267 confirmed bet. Okay, I'm good. Done. Anybody else want to talk about? Oh, look, Plant versus Canelo over under. Canelo in probably round 5. I don't know.
Where are the odds here going here? I don't. Plant versus Canelo. I've got Alvarez. Oh, here we go. Alvarez versus Plant. Alvarez -1,200. Plant +700. I guess a hedge bet if you want. I think a safe bet is Alvarez by KO. Pick around and roll the dice. I mean, it's kind of like roulette.
A lot of positive Asian talk here. Squid Game and My Name, they are really good. Did you watch Squid Game? You know about that, Dave?
Yeah, I'm like halfway through it. I'm okay with it.
It's all right. It's not bad.
I get it. It's okay. I've seen better.
That My Name, that is great. I'm like I said, I'm gonna probably watch an episode of that maybe later tonight after I'm done with this.
Squid Game kind of reminds me of a lot of Kanye and Kim.
Take Care, Dirty Reg. Is it Dirty Reg? I think it is. Oh, what's your positive Asian story? Okay. All right. We're at almost 3 hours. That's a cutoff. So I appreciate everybody in the chat. We made that good 3-leg parlay. The other ones are just a lot of chalky things, or we didn't agree. We can I can do a small play on every single fight we agree upon. Do that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see who's so far. Real News MMA. If you win Tapology tomorrow, you get a free T-shirt.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like if you're in the chat and you're in our Tapology contest, same with anybody else who's in the chat that wants to win a free T-shirt. Join. There's like 5 spots open, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch open.
So whoever wants to be in there to win a T-shirt, just hit up BC Dave and he'll give you an invite. And if you place first, the guy that keeps placing first never is in the chat. What's his name? Kairos or
Kairos EI.
Kairos. And he's
good.
killing it. He's killing it every week. He's getting
every
first.
week.
Yep. But
it's impressive.
Okay, I'm gonna go through real quick and make a super crazy parlay with every fight we agree upon for $5 just to see what it pays out. Okay, so you're taking Odie Osborne, which is insane. We're both taking Mel Seek. We're both taking Jacoby. We're both taking Ian Gary. We're both taking Imavov. We're both taking Phil Hawes. Al Iaquinta, which I love, plus money.
Yeah, I know. Me too. So do I.
Alex Pereira.
Yep.
Justin Gaethje.
Yep.
Marlon Vera. Zhang. And Kamaru, which is we agree upon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these.
That's a lot. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a full card. That's a perfect parlay if we get it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
11.
10, 11. Yeah,
we
11.
Agree on 11 fights?
Of 11 out of how many are there? 14, 15?
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
11 out of 14. So we differ on 3 of them, which is not bad. We differ on the Beast Boy and with the fat guys. We have a T-shirt bet. We have differ on Billy Q and Shane Burgos, and we differ on the first one, CJ Vergara, Odie Osborne. Everything else we agree upon. So if we get all of them a $10 half a unit play for me, that's a 1/10 of a unit for you, pays out $1,107. There's a lot of chalk in there too, though. Confirm bet. I'll do it. Why not?
You know what? I will put a $10 bet on that to make me $966 and have absolutely no doubt that bet will not come through.
Stay positive. You got to manifest it.
$1,000. Damn it. Sure, why not?
$10.
$10? Sure.
$10 to win you 1,000. Why not?
It's got better odds than a lot of other stuff.
That's right. All right. Now, I appreciate everybody. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And Real News, good luck in your Tapology. Make sure you get your picks in. I got to do mine right now so I don't mess up.
I'm going to switch mine up. I got some changes to make.
And thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week. All right. Peace out, guys.